So, we're jumping back in.
Looks like you scared Tom Fun.
It's
Looking up requires planning, okay?
you got about 10 seconds to plan at sometimes. So, jumping back in. It's been a couple of days. You guys spent some time in the city. I'm going to go ahead and ask each of you, Invincible Scabbard, what would you like to do? Okay, nothing. Got it. Moving on.
Alcohol poisoning.
Oh, he's off on his own adventure. It's gonna be great. So, we're gonna start with you. What would you like to do? About 2 days. What would you have done in those 2 days?
In those 2 days, I would have inquired the Archdruidess in the camp more about blood magic that pertains to like notes and journals and maps and things like that.
Okay. I want you to do a history roll for me there.
That would be a 6.
A 6.
Yeah.
She starts. So over the course of the 2 days, you're trying to become somewhat of an astute student regarding her side of the blood magic. It's a whole different, like, actual circle. And you're finding out she's not just one circle of truth; she's multiple circles. So it's like you're just like, oh god, she's like ancient probably, but she's basically 2 circles that are interwoven. She's a blood magic circle, and she's also a spore circle. So she's actually pretty astute in 2 things. But you spend the 2 days trying to get that, but it's just a lot to take in at the moment. Plus the mushrooms just keep getting them mischief.
Your children are misbehaving.
Oh yeah.
Other than that, I would have at least taken the flower on hunts with the Hunters Guild at least in the morning.
Oh yeah, that's easy enough to do. Let's see. Let's see what the biggest size category this thing has taken down. Biggie size. Oh. Okay.
It's gargantuan. Fucking swear to
Huh? No. So your little itty bitty flower has taken down a medium sized critter.
Dang!
God. Holy fuck.
What the heck?
Let's see. How creatively gruesome is this? High or low? Oh god. Okay, we're doing this. So when you took out on the hunt, it basically took down a medium-sized creature. It was a deer, and it went into the eyeball, popped the eyeball, burrowed in through the skull, through the actual, like, where the bones are fused together, pushing them apart into the brain, and started eating the brain, draining it of all of its blood.
No.
Fuck this flower.
So if it wasn't hungry and it did that, could it just like kind of control the thing in its brain?
Flower power, man.
Fucking terrifying.
You just see a
Evil-ass hippie
deer
did we
walking
get?
on hind legs, its front legs just dangling behind it, and it's just trying to lurch forward.
It's just the worst
Zombie
marionette
deer.
ever.
Yes!
Its stomach like explodes with all these vines and thorns and everything. Vegetation zombies. Oh boy.
So what are they trying to eat? Brains.
So I guess the plants won.
Yes, totally.
That's an
Mongo. What do you got planned for 2 days?
Oh, only 2 days? Because I got enough planned for like a month.
Come on, shit. Okay, let's go.
Okay, at some point in time, you try to get Humphrey back, so I need to pay that fee.
You go to get Humphrey back. He's still in the spa.
Oh, fuck.
It's gonna come back in a couple of days.
Oh, fuck. I'm at least going to inquire as to the price tag of said spa treatment.
Oh, I get to roll dice again.
Oh, fuck, I'm so fucked.
How many?
Uh,
How many and times 1 plus how many zeros?
I mean, I can roll my D100.
You know, honestly, at this point in time, I don't know if it's enough in the bank account. That's not a joke.
35 platinum.
It's not bad.
It's just the current tab?
Yes.
Oh, fuck.
They let you know he is rather stressed, and he needs to de-stress quite a bit, and that includes a full fiber de-stressing.
Oh, fuck.
He's also seeing a psychologist.
That makes a lot of sense, actually. Maybe he won't come back so it's fucking arrogant.
Or more arrogant.
Oh, Christ, that's hard to imagine. Okay, he's also hanging on to a few things, so that takes care of that sub list. Last game it was mentioned how the next day at the Sunburnt Magic Shop,
Yeah.
that there was going to be a potion master of some form or another. It's definitely going to make it a point to go there.
Okay. Yeah, you get there, and it's not a actual like potion master. It's a potion connoisseur that evaluates what a potion is by sampling said potion.
That's fucking great.
Like, how much of the potion needs to be...
That's only
Right.
like a drop per testing.
Okay. How much is the testing?
It's only 5 gold. That will get you 10 potions basically tested.
Okay, well, I only got the 2.
Easy enough. So you're gonna get them checked by the potion
Yep.
master. Which 2 were those?
That was the bottle that looks like a galaxy that you just said, look, the word ba comes to mind. Nope, that was in this part.
Start thinking about what you're gonna do for the students.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, sheep sound ba. And a small vial, green vial fart in a jar of some form or another.
The green vial with the fart in the jar. Okay.
That's what I was told, so that's what I wrote down.
I'm gonna send you a few quick notes.
Okie dokie. Um,
There you go for that one.
oh, okay. And what was the price tag on that
What?
to get the 2 tested?
It's a flat fee.
Oh, okay. So yeah, it's up to 10, but if you only have the 2, then it's still the same amount. Okay.
Yep.
And you said that was 10 gold.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe you can get in contact with Kaya and get samples of Ralph. See what Ralph can do.
Ralph can do all sorts of amazing things. And then after that,
There you go. There's those 2 notes sent to you.
okay, I'll look at that in a sec. We'd probably just be spending more time at the school, talk to whatever Graviturgy wizard they have on staff, see if they've got a potion maker teacher,
Yeah, they have a potion maker.
and then sometime before I leave the city, I also want to try to learn how to speak inanimate object.
Okay. So you have to talk to the delightful little unicorn again.
Mm-hmm.
If you want, you can do another check on her. Try to figure her out a little bit if you want.
Sure, is that insight if I remember right?
Yep.
That's better.
2?
21.
21. Speaking to her is very, 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 very hard to do. It takes you a better part of a day to get to where you need to get to go within the school because of her. So Mongo's basically gone for an entire day at the school, just mainly trying to get a couple of things done.
I could just come back to the tavern with just one hell of a headache.
But you do know that you do have a lead now. You do know that knowing Arcana and knowing a little bit from your sister would know more. That probably the reason why she's like that is because her horn's broken.
Fix the horn, possibly fix her. if that's even possible. Fix a fucking unicorn horn?
Don't know. I've talked to Cayenne about it
Fair enough.
when we get back to the current. Okay, on to the most busiest little person at the entire.
Yeah, probably.
What are you doing for those 2 days?
Well, after meeting the broker and not getting much information from her, but still want to have a positive experience, he's going to definitely like totally reverse engineer, or at least get the schematics of that trap chest down, so that he could, in the very least, replicate it if he needed to. But then he's going to demonstrate it to her and sell it to her.
You do realize
or
you're
give
gonna
it to her.
probably have to take this thing apart, get the schematics correct.
Yeah.
All right, I want you to roll. Okay. Let's see what you got to roll here, buddy. How many hours you're going to take on this?
As many as I need to.
All right. I hate to say this, but I need you to roll. We'll go with 6 because you're going to get hungry after about 6 hours.
Okay.
Plus, you are actually getting better at tracking your time.
Mm-hmm.
So you're going to need 6 dice rolls or
Okay.
tinkering checks at disadvantage
At disadvantage?
because this is way outside your scope.
And this is in 1 day or 2 days?
This is 1 day.
1 day? Okay. At disadvantage, huh? Okay.
He's like, "What do you mean disadvantage? I am the disadvantage." Peacock shoes. Where's my small violin at? I really need to buy one of those, just like the violin, and just hold it up and. Probably the only natural 20 he's gonna roll tonight, and it's gone. Like a fart in the wind. Or is it more akin to like a fart in the flash going by?
Is that just how the Flash runs so fast?
Okay, I'm going to use my ring for this one.
Okay. Is that a 1?
Yes, it was. I'm going to call Mulligan and get jammed in the center.
You really want to save that roll, don't you?
That was a 20. Now for the disadvantage part. 2 in a row now. Oh, man.
Watching Nate roll for 5 minutes straight.
Exactly.
Well,
I should have had him start rolling when you guys were talking. It would have been a lot quicker. Instead of us just looking over here going. At least it's not a roll for every
Two
single hour
crappy
we
rolls.
spent on it.
okay. 18, 20, 14, 23, 7, and a 6.
Oh. Okay. Sounds good. Now roll an intelligence for me. This one isn't at disadvantage.
Is not at disadvantage? So just a straight intelligence
Yeah.
check? Okay. That would be 20, I believe. Yeah, 20.
Okay. So you think you get it all back together, and you think you got the schematics correct. But your little buddy there, your little multi-tool,
Mm-hmm.
holds up an extra bolt.
Oh, fuck.
And an extra screw.
Oh, fuck.
And they're like, they hold up an extra spring.
Oh, fuck. All right.
And Ace reaches over and grabs the spring and starts moving.
No,
as well.
no. Hey, stop. I was got to go back in. All right. So take a check. I look over at the Nautica. Any other pieces we missed? And I look myself to see if there's anything else, if I
Okay.
may.
Those low rolls are dangerous, man. It's like you. Did you put the potion together exactly right? I think so.
Just an investigation.
Yeah.
21.
There's an entire box of components for Infected. I'm just kidding. There's no other missing parts. So,
Put those in a little box. Put them in a safe spot on the chest. Go have lunch.
okay. So over the next rest of the day, you spend basically backtracking, finding out where the pieces go,
Okay.
get it put back together.
All right.
You have another set of missing pieces that are now no longer in there, and it's kind of like a trading game you're doing here. You're like, I got those pieces in. Wait, now I got
Now I
these
got
pieces.
Okay.
And then you do this again, and it takes you a while, and you start, getting through it. When you do leave your actual workshop and you have this done,
Mm-hmm.
you're approached by a tinkerer, and they're like, what are you doing here? Your kind's banned.
Why?
The last time one of you was in the tinkering shop, and you find this out, that last time one of your kind looked exactly like you, actually nearly blew up the entire tinkerer's guild. And set fire to it, and nearly killed like 3 people.
What was it, me?
Sounds like you're dead.
Hold on, looking for the guy's name.
Are you going to investigate the city at all? While you're wandering around?
Yeah, I'd probably end up going to the temple or try to see if there's any kind of druids that have traveled with necromancers that can tell me more about darker magic, just for knowledge sake.
Yeah, go ahead and do me 2 investigation checks. You gonna do any investigation in the city at all? Poke around a bit?
Yeah. I heard that there might be some other magic shops.
Yeah.
As much as I like the sunburnt one,
Yeah.
I have to increase my spells.
Okay. Same thing, 2 investigation checks.
Shreve let me in without any hesitation. He just wanted to verify I was a tinkerer by checking my tools.
Person
Who
kind
was
of
the
huffs
other
and
one?
walks off.
Hey, who's the other one? I've only met one other.
Do a wisdom for me based off of that. What were your rolls there?
Both of them were 6.
You do find the temple, and you do meet said goblin that is very touchy-feely. And they're holding onto your leg, and they're just like rubbing your front leg, like you're soft. And you just feel them lick your kneecap. They're like, you don't taste like the gemstone guy from the other day. That's a rather disconcerting thing. You figure you might possibly come back to the temple, not alone. But you do actually stumble into something rather interesting that kind of takes you a little bit aback a little bit. There's no orphans in this entire city. That if a child needs to find a new home, the entire magic school handles it and finds a placement within the city for or one of the neighboring cities. That they don't believe in any children not having a family, essentially, that everybody deserves a chance, and they will find someone to do that. What were your rolls there, bud?
16? 24.
1624? Okay. You do find another magic shop. And, yeah.
What's its name?
Let me grab it for you real quick. What was your roll?
Just 10.
A 10? That's easy enough while you're sitting there looking derpy. As your tail crooks, uncrooks, and recrooks and go sideways, you realize that they're probably talking about the broker.
I go chase after her. Why was she banned?
It just kind of goes through the door, closes it. You hear them start working on something.
Okay. After. So I figured out the chest now?
Yeah.
Okay.
You got to
Okay.
put it back together. It's exhausting though. Your
Yeah.
fingers hurt from having to put springs on
Yeah.
and everything like that.
So I have the schematics of it done.
you have the basic schematics of it. This is very, very much like an advanced build.
Uh,
To replicate this would take probably at least a good 2 months.
okay. All right. So I'll put the Shrinky Dink on and ask it to go down to small. Go down to tiny, whatever the command word is. You never actually gave me the command word.
What?
Reading what the potions do.
Okay. Okay. You finally know what the potions actually do.
I don't know.
And it took some guy tasting them. That's crazy.
It's
Okay.
great.
So the one that you do find is called the Melting Pots of Magic.
Milking?
Melting.
Oh, melting.
God, get your mind out of the gutter.
My hearing sucks. You know this.
Then what would you do if it was run by like a furball? You can go in there and be like, hey, I'm here to get the milking on.
Manga would never be the fucking same.
It would just be utterly destructive.
Oh, there'd be some beef. Okay, so you said the melting.
Melting
That'd be a bunch of bullshit.
Pots of Magic.
Sorry, I had to jump in a little bit there. Probably wasn't very good.
That was a little,
You say
Sneaky.
mine are bad.
Jesus. So on the second day, you guys go about your business, and you go see so for the second day, you're probably going to go see the broker.
Let's see the broker
Okay.
and demonstrate the chest. See if she wants it
Just wants it.
or
We'll
I can
purchase
use
it.
it. I mean, it's fucking great but it's kind of big.
Are you just going to give it to her, or are you going to sell it to her?
Maybe, I don't know. Depends on how the conversation goes.
Okay.
Or I probably would give her the plans if she doesn't want the chest, or if the conversation goes sour.
This guy over here, I have no interest in romantic affairs, says Nikolai. Meanwhile, I'm trying to swing the fuck out of this moon mouse.
I'm trying to make a moon mouse friend.
Now, if it was a no, it'd be a totally different story.
No, it has to be the otter girl.
His mentor? Maybe the hamster with the 20 fucking string.
She's cool.
She will smash you.
Snooze me.
He will pay for it.
She just drinks a potion of giant size and just smashes you with that hammer.
No, thank you. Not interested.
What happened, Nikolai? You got smashed. All right, so yeah. She just looks at the chest and she's like, "How much?"
Well, did you already take off the Shrinky Dink thing?
Yeah.
Okay. What is it worth to you?
She's like, "That's not how this game works. How
Does it
much?"
work? I don't know.
Put a value on it. Nikolai learns how to barter.
Yeah. Well, okay. The only thing he can think of is generally the cost of the time that he spent helping that tinkerer build that armor, and the cost value of the materials he got for Ace. So compared with the hours there, and the hours would take me to build another one. That's the only thing he would use to be able to make any type of idea of
Okay.
how much. So, what do I roll for this?
Roll an intelligence there
Okay.
as we all fall asleep.
How good is Nikolai with money?
That would be a 20. Modified.
Modified 20. You're thinking you could possibly get at least maybe 15 platinum
15 platinum?
because of how complicated this is.
Okay. Okay. I will say 25 platinum.
She starts checking it out, looking at the craftsmanship, walking around it. She kicks it a few times. She tests the lid. She walks around a little bit more. She's like almost like giving this a 9-point car inspection. It's very peculiar for you to see her doing this.
Explain how the bottom panel has spaces to rig for explosives as a trap.
Shit, I remember when someone didn't pay a tab and me and the guys got them, we took them out to the field and we stuck a stick of TNT up their arse and lit it. It's pretty explosive.
Yeah, I'd imagine so. I do have the dynamite. It's very unstable though.
She's like,
I can offer some.
20.
20?
For this.
20 platinum? Sounds fair.
You just suddenly are hear the sound of platinum coins and you're just being pelted on your head from them as they fall on top of you and bury you. You're now buried under 20 platinum coins.
Ace! Can you pick these up?
Picks you all up at once and yeah. So we're gonna move ahead
Okay.
because getting sidetracked here. But
Okay.
but not in a bad way. But you're able to spend some time with her, and
Mhm.
but she has to get back to work. So
Yeah.
she actually has a day off coming
Okay.
up. So it's a Wednesday, more or less,
There's a
and
couple things I wanted to ask her.
but she's busy, and
Yeah.
so it's the morning, and yeah, what are you guys doing? It's that like Wednesday morning. You guys have been off in your own directions doing things, and you're able to actually get up and discuss things. And oddly enough, Scab's been empty.
Look for a note.
And there is no note, but Feisty is sitting there, and she has the poor excuse of a wooden bowl in her mouth, like just kind of like she sets it down, she starts tapping it, and you realize she hasn't actually really been fed in like an entire day.
Oh my god, poor cat.
I'd be.
Oh, we've got to get us something to eat.
And you hear her stomach just growl from where you're standing.
Quickly.
I'll take her on a hunt with me. It's still early enough where they haven't left yet, right?
Yeah,
Oh, we're all there?
Yeah.
This is like the next morning kind of thing?
yeah.
Okay.
We're all in the room, and Scab's not there. His bed is just perfectly well made from the night before.
Where the hell did he go?
Translation.
Yeah, he was when she last saw him. He said, "Stay. I'm gonna go hang out with the one fuzzy kobold and Swobold."
It's fuzzy kobolds. That's pretty cool.
So you going like full cat. Fuzzy.
like
Fuzzies. Okay, that's new.
Yeah, they're just having a cat conversation back and forth, and it's like
So there's fuzzy kobolds now?
he's talking about it in cat.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, you haven't shared it. Okay.
Yeah.
Gotcha. And then the
Giant
chickens
kobold.
from the other days.
Yeah.
Going full cat.
Meow, 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 meow.
Just looking back for it. I go over to Feisty and hand her a piece of cheese.
She just, your entire hand disappears between her mouth, and it's just hot, thick slobberiness on your arm, and it's just like gloopy,
Ew.
so gloopy.
I fling some at Mongo.
It sticks to your face and almost looks like you got webbed by Spider-Man.
I cleaned mine off.
Like, gross. Do that press edition thing to see if it works.
Well, not Canada, bud. Yeah, so Feisty will take you up on the offer to go hunting. You can share the things that you guys have learned individually.
Apparently, Scav
10.
is wait,
No, 12. Sorry.
went to go hang out with some other kobolds for a minute. Fuzzy one and the big one from the other day.
And you, as he's doing the precipitation, out of the corner of your eye, you see him butt wiggling.
Oh, I already know how I'm going to get you back with that, buddy. It's been a few days since I've used a certain mod.
Don't you dare. He's promised certain death. If you do that again.
How did Mongo lose all of his whiskers?
No, I'll leave his
Sometimes
whiskers
do I have
intact.
to
I'll just
prestidigitally
burn all his
something
fur
for
off.
the
of him.
glitter to become permanent?
Who knows? So
You
yeah,
do. That's why I'm asking. I want to know. Because
Okay.
he's working on Mark IV.
figure it out, bud.
Okay.
So, yeah, he mentions fuzzy kobolds.
There's fuzzy kobolds.
Apparently.
Like, how fuzzy are they? Where were they?
They're from the Arctic Circle, is what Scav said.
Oh, interesting. Makes sense.
She mentions the general is general store, generally, generally, that's where they are. Stumbling on a bunch of words.
Apparently, the local general store is run by a couple of Arctic
Arctic
kobolds.
Circle? Yeah. Cool.
And then the giant fucking.
Well, it's good he's
Sir
making friends.
Swole.
Yeah.
I wonder if they know that he can't drink alcohol.
Oh, they're probably going to find out the hard way. One would assume he'd tell them,
I hope so.
as opposed to just
Boy.
try to. Oh God, he's.
Should we go look for him? Or let him learn his own lessons?
Let him learn his own.
Would it actually kill him? He hasn't died yet. He's just been comatose for a couple days.
He's been sick for a few days.
How much terrible alcohol can Scav drink before he dies? This is how you waterboard Scabbard. You just make him drink terrible alcohol.
Oh, you know what?
I will say
No.
anything.
No, I can't fucking do that shit. Humphrey has all my potion making gear. I was gonna try to make
I hand you my potion making set that you gave me.
You see, like, it's just that old, battered potion making kit. As he holds it up, one of the flaps opens up.
you have not been taking care of this.
I'm not using it that much. Haven't had a lot of time. Sorry.
It's fine.
Fights
and I
emotions to
decided,
you
I
and
mean, it's
goes
fine,
and pushes
but I don't know,
She's pushing on the door that opens
making
this
Ace is
way.
cooler.
Mongo, I have an idea. I'm going to depart with Feisty before members of the Hunters Guild depart on their hunt and leave me and her behind.
Good
But
idea.
I have an idea. If you want to make potions, I can take you with me to the Druid camp, and they may allow you to use some of their equipment.
Oh, that could work. Oh, actually, there's you know what? You and Feisty run off. I'm gonna ask you how to fix a horn later.
Okie
What kind of horn?
dokie.
A singular one.
Oh, so not a horn, like horn, not a do horn.
Yes.
Okay. Well, like I could have fixed a horn
Yeah.
for you. That's pretty easy, man.
A biological one may be a little bit more complicated.
Probably.
I have no idea. I've never done that before. So, yeah.
I may have an idea for that. Be druid things, but might have an idea for that, or we could possibly find a healer of some sort somewhere.
That might work.
Have them take a look.
Yeah, Scav said there's a temple.
I have been meaning to go
I'm
there.
well aware there's a temple. That goblin should die, but I'm well aware there's a temple.
I should have gotten that.
I don't take too kindly to being licked.
Ew!
True.
What the? He licked you, or it licked? They licked you?
Yes, when they should have just not been breathing and dead underneath my hooves instead.
Well, good on you for not murdering anyone across the street.
You get to meet the weird-looking football-shaped kobold with the wide set eyes and little flippy teeth.
I thought it was a goblin.
It is goblin. Sorry, goblin. Yes, I'm thinking of the other place.
It's a gerblin.
Gerblin.
So I will depart with Feisty and head off with on the hunt.
Hey, when you leave the tavern, it's really interesting. You see all of these, like, it strikes you for a moment that you've been so consumed with, like, you know, going here, going there, starting to do things. And you can see that there is streamers across the actual walkway and lots of other streamers, and they're decorated with all these beautiful flowers. And you can see banners and things that are flowing in the air. And you can see that the city is essentially, in like any other city, in full bloom. It's the end of spring celebration, essentially, that is starting. And the end of spring celebration, all of the kids are back at home and out and about. And Feisty nearly riles up and it swipes at a kid as they go by because they have, you know, like the little clicky clack toy and they're running by. And it startles her, and you remember these from when you celebrated springtime when you were younger. That kids are often running throughout the city with these in groups and things, and going in alleyways because the noise is supposed to ward off spirits and bring in happy thoughts about summer and things like that. It's almost like a spring version of, like, you know, the fall festivities for Halloween.
I'll keep Feisty close to me.
It's Feisty is leaning on you like a support, constantly glaring in the direction every time one of those little clicky clacks go off.
They're just toys, Feisty. It's okay.
So,
I know they're very noisy.
it's like she now has a mortal enemy. Click clack noisemakers. But yeah, you're able to go on a hunt with the Hunter's Guild. A few druids go along with as well, basically to help with the advisory of things, because it's like, okay, we can't travel in this area. We have to avoid it because springtime.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, you're able to go on a hunt.
Get Feisty some breakfast.
Some breakfast, some living breakfast.
Yes.
And it's actually really a convenient time for about a hunt. You're actually joined by your birds, and the orc is along with you.
So, depending on what Feisty gets, could that be considered fast food?
Try not to encourage him.
Encouragement.
With that, what the fuck are you doing, shithead? Come on, shit kicker. What are you doing?
I'm gonna go to the melting pot.
Nobody cares. Anyway, moving on.
Oh, wow.
Alright, so you're going to the melting pot. Are you gonna grab some breakfast first? or just-
Might as well.
Alright. You gonna catch some breakfast with your brother?
Yeah.
Okay.
Try to find that pastry place again.
Okay.
I mean, I've been to the Tinker's Guild a couple times. I'm pretty sure I've found it now.
As you head downstairs, Mongo, you're with your brother, and as you start to turn into the tavern section to get some food, your brother is just grabbing you by your actual tail, dragging you out the door.
Hey, what's the tail? Pull on his.
Let's go to the pastry shop. I found it.
The what?
The pastry shop. Tried to go
Oh.
to the other day.
Oh, right. The one where we found the other one with
Yeah.
the fancy dress. Oh, yeah, sure. Why not?
It was just further down the road. Like I thought.
No.
Just needed to go for everybody. Everybody was hungry.
Yeah, you eventually it takes so you see the same thing as Cayenne, the beautiful bloom of the thing, streamers, everything. Kids going by with the click clack toys and messing about. And the sun is starting to come up even further, and it's like 2 hours past the time you want to eat, and eventually you do find the location, and it's just like this almost waterlogged, dingy type of hole in the wall type of place, but it smells absolutely amazing.
Places like that either have the best food or the worst food. There's no
And-
fucking middle ground.
And you get to see the most peculiar thing. It almost looks like a really old Nile crocodile sitting behind there with a little bow on their head and a full little like fluffy apron. And all these pastries wrapped up, and they're just talking to a customer, and they're like, "Next."
What's on special today?
They look at you. They're, "You could be the special."
Come on, what is with all you lizard folks and wanting to eat me?
They reach down and they poke you very gently in the belly. They're like, "But you are a tender morsel."
The last one that tried to eat him, it didn't end well. They're dead now.
Huh, what's your special make today?
They just kind of motion to like this beautiful rack. They take the towel off of it. This really nice fabric spreads, and you see these like large, like nicely rolled, beautiful golden brown croissants. And you can see some of them have like strawberry, and others have chocolate in them. Some of them have some like actual like mutton or something in them as well.
One of each. For both of us, so 2 of each.
We don't eat that much.
That's what pockets are for, brother. Why do you think I have all these pockets?
Screws and
Well, yeah, that too.
pencils and nuts and bolts and
Okay,
whatever
let's
the
see.
gears.
Pull out a walnut.
The walnut it's sprouting a little bit because he's had it so long. It's starting to become a walnut tree.
It's kind of cool, actually. Probably shouldn't eat it now.
Cayenne might hurt you. It's now become living.
Yeah.
So you get the pastries. They're only 1 silver each.
Oh, okay.
I'll pay for them.
All right.
And they do some sort of like spell right there on the spot, and you can just smell that like they're warmed up to like that perfect temperature of like not being too hot or too cold. Just and you guys eat them.
Oh, hell yeah, I'm
Eat as many as we
starving.
can before I start putting them in my pocket.
You bite into it, and there's like a slight tartness and then sweetness from the strawberries, and the pastry just melts in your mouth like butter.
Dude, like a good croissant's like a fucking thing of beauty, man.
Yeah, and it's just
Especially if
layer.
they're like fucking warm.
Yeah, and it's
Oh,
just
shit,
like
dude.
layer on layer on layer on layer of like just like flakiness.
Buttery, flaky, yummy deliciousness.
Even like an
What's-
average croissant is still pretty fucking great.
What's the
Yeah.
total cost there? 2
3.
of each.
Well, there's 3 types.
So 6.
Yeah, so 6.
6 silver.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's just I'll tip her in gold, basically, or tip her the difference between the gold and the 6 silver. So
Really,
I'll just spend a gold.
yeah, really peculiar looking lizard folk, but amazing food.
Fucking really want a strawberry croissant.
That
Fucking tell me that would not be fucking amazing.
sounds delicious.
A strawberry chocolate croissant with butter melted over the top.
See, told you it was a good place.
Yeah, they also serve pizza balls.
Oh yeah. Well, the pizza balls look like another place.
Cayenne, you go out and it's far out. Like, oh my god, just realized the shirt you're wearing. It's like far out, man. You head pretty far out, and it's a route you've never gone before. And you finally see what you guys are actually out hunting. You see like this herd of essentially like mountainous bison. It's kind of like if you took like a mountain goat and you mixed it with a bison. And
Agile bison
yeah,
or beefy goats.
somewhere in the between. And they have like these horns that spiral like gazelle horns.
Hmm.
And it's really peculiar because it's just like you see them just grazing in a pasture, eating things, and you can see like some of them have like spider webs between the horns, and one of them has like a bird nest that just it's like you can see that they're rather like just slow moving, possibly until danger.
Beetles.
And Feisty's like you could just see the drool coming from Feisty.
I'm gonna watch until a signal's given to signal the birds to go hunting. Same with Feisty.
You can see that the birds are sizing up like some of the younger of their herd, and the rangers and the other druids are advising don't do that. It's kind of a terrifying thing because while these things are rather, chill, you can see that they have a certain level of like pack intelligence where they're keeping all the young in the middle. So if you were to go to the middle, you would be quickly surrounded by the adults.
Oh yeah.
And become skewers.
You're gonna find out what these things can do. But the hunters do point out one for you, the birds and Feisty, that is a bit more elderly. It's got like this long, like fur that's starting to turn gray at the roots, and it's just kind of like meandering a bit off from the others as kind of like I'm so done, I don't care type of situation going on.
I'm gonna get Feisty and the birds to where they'll maneuver toward that one.
Yeah. Go ahead and roll animal handling on that. It just has to be one. You don't have to roll multiple.
18.
18? It's easy enough to get them to in position. Feisty's just like you can see her just like patting her stomach like don't you dare make a noise. So, going to kill this thing.
Yes.
All right. Let's see. Where's Feisty's die? Where's her die? There we go.
I see this special day.
Feisty's die. Okay, so that's happening. So, do you give him the go-ahead to go hunting? All right.
Yes.
So you see Boo take off, and Boo moves along, and you see that Red starts going to normal position, and Feisty follows after, but they're a little bit out of practice, and you see Red try to watch where Feisty's going and stumble a little bit, and then Feisty hits Red, and they go tumbling head over to
Somebody roll a one.
and all of them just start scattering, and a few of them just go on defensive. And they start lowering their heads down. You can see why they have these like horns the way they are. That essentially they could be considered the way they would attack is like a rhino with these horns. The hunters are going to try to use distraction.
Who rolled the fumble, Feisty or Red?
Oh, it was both of them.
Oh shit!
It was both of them. It's like we failed together. Meanwhile, Boo's like, "Oh, you guys got him fucked up." So you see where the hunter is trying to actually move into position to get like the attention, and they're not paying attention, and they step right into basically, essentially a fire anthill, and start panicking.
Oh fuck!
You see this tip actually just jumping around,
Just
swatting at their
chaos.
feet. Like, what are you gonna do?
I'm going to make sure that me and the birds are out of the line of any charging.
All right.
If there are any of the goat bison charging on the defensive or anything.
All You see about three of them. They're lining up for like Feisty and Red as they bicker back and forth a little bit, trying to figure out who stumbled over who first. But yeah, you do spot those ones that are like sizing them up.
Yeah, basically gonna get them out of harm's way until there's at least one of those creatures off to the side somewhere for Feisty and the birds to hunt.
Okay. Just roll an animal handling.
That's a 20.
You use your essentially like a mixture of hand signals and whistle commands. And Feisty pauses for a moment, trying to understand, tilts her head a little bit. He goes, "Oh." And yeah, you get him out of the line of danger, and see what happens. Oh. Oh no. So the tabaxi that's hopping around with the ants isn't paying much attention. One of the other rangers tries to help them, pulls back their bow and fires at the bison that's charging, and gets bumped by another ranger. The arrow goes off and hits this tabaxi in the shoulder.
Oh god!
And then tabaxi hisses and is like, just yelling in like their native language at this other ranger.
Hissing, fuck you.
Apparently, this is just like pandemonium.
Yep.
Yeah. Yep. This is just straight up pandemonium. Yeah. So after a while, things start getting back to position, and you see the elderly one has been more or less separated. They're trying to keep up with the rest of the herd, but being old and whatnot, not so easy.
It's also a fair tactic of such an organization to separate themselves from the slowest ones too, as
Yeah.
part of like a kind of thing.
Yeah. And yeah, this one is getting separated away, and you see one of the larger ones, like one of the more bulky ones, come back over to the senior one, and you see it move in a way where it circles around behind it and comes along its right side. And you see it lower its horns and just raise right across it, basically taking out one of the legs of the older one, and just moves back to the other.
Bang!
Obviously,
Yeah.
very events pack tactics.
Yeah.
So, you can have everybody basically, well, your little group attack them because it's now injured.
You don't want cuddles, okay.
That's basically what I'll do.
Okay. Let's see who actually hurts this thing for once. Oh, hey, look, they're all successful. No failures this time.
Yay!
The birds do actually have a little bit of trouble because of how thick the fur is. But with Feisty's help, they do basically like from like the left side of its neck all the way down to like its midsection, just zipper right open with like teeth and claws.
Yummy.
But your guys are with the hunting group. You're able to take out about 4 of those things,
Nice.
and a camp is set up, and all the processes. The tabaxi's very pissed off. And bites. Got shot with an arrow. They're just kind of like really angry, and Feisty's like, "Fuck's your problem?"
Feisty walks up. What's eating you? Motherfucking ants!
It's just staring motherfucker at Feisty. But yeah, the meat is like almost like eating like really, really like rich, slightly gamey like ground beef, essentially.
Hmm.
There's a little bit of gaminess there. It's very oily, but it's not bad. Has to cook quite a bit for it to tenderize, especially because this was an older bison. They did manage to get one that was quite a bit younger, and there's a significant difference in how it tastes. You notice that as he gets older, it gets more. It gets more like if you overcook the hamburger on the grill.
Yeah.
The younger tastes more like has more of a sweeter taste to it. Overall, a successful hunt despite the mishaps. Sarah, so
There's a Sophie.
I figured as much. So, the two brothers that are eating walk along. Kids
So
are
what you up to
going
today,
by with
brother?
click-clacky things.
What you up to today, brother?
There's this other magic shop that I heard about that I was going to go check out. Need to get a few spells and the like.
Oh yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, we need to spend some time together to share our spells.
Want to come with to the shop?
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
I was going to figure out how to make a bag of holding because I have all this money that I got from selling that crate to the broker.
Ace holds up a bag. It's just like got all these stains on it. It's like a burlap bag, and you can see that there's coin in it.
Let's go.
Definitely need to get away to.
I want you to do an intelligence check.
$17.
Use this if you want, but you're looking at Ace, and you're looking at the fact that he's carrying coins, and you know what Ace usually does when he's around metal.
Oh, right. That's just a big bag of chips to him, isn't it?
Oh yes.
Well, I mean, good on you for making a thing and selling it. It's.
Oh, I made that big crate, that trap chest that we found.
Oh yeah. Oh,
Yeah.
you made one.
No, well, I took it apart and schematiced it, and so I can make another one someday.
Oh, that's good.
It'll take like a month or two. But...
Oh, you've also caught Blip and Blop. How to say the phrase flashbang.
Does one say flash and the other say bang?
So now you have them just randomly running up to others and basically essentially jumping at them, going flashbang. Bled
Flashing
almost.
us.
Yeah.
It's like, ah!
Oh boy.
Yeah,
Fucking
Got-
adorable.
I got 20 platinum off of it.
Impressive.
Yeah.
Just out of curiosity, Ace knows not to eat those, right?
I told him not to.
He's not going to, right?
Hey, so are you eating the money?
Ace is going to do a performance and look innocent. Just kind of looks around, just kind of hides the bag behind him,
Give me the bag.
drops it on top of you. You see him buried under this bag.
How much is left?
I count.
15 platinum.
You ate 5 platinum, Ace.
Ace just like,
Okay.
No, you only ate 4.
yeah, but still, 4 platinum pieces.
Oh, fuck.
Ace, you don't eat money, buddy.
He looked
if
very
you're-
confused.
Okay. Then pull out money. Pull out my gold. Money. Pull out my silver. Money. Pull out my copper. Money. Don't eat these things.
Looks very disappointed in life. Is a very disappointed monkey.
If you're hungry, buddy, just say something.
So, how about I hang on to this just with the rest of your.
Yeah, I wouldn't want some of it to disappear. Over at Ace. Didn't think I was going to have to alarm my own bag of money against my buddy. Eesh.
Delicious chips just sitting there. Not every day a metal monkey gets to eat platinum.
Here's what he eats.
He's got platinum teeth, man. Gleaming.
It's kind of dope, actually.
He's got a platinum grill.
I tell you to take a closer look to say, like, artificer life.
Monkey life.
Yeah, maybe they'll have a bag welding like a real one, so I can figure out how to make these things.
That would be handy.
Yeah, it would.
So with the group heading back, are you gonna head back with him, or just hang out in the forest a bit longer?
I'll hang out in the forest a little bit longer and then head back.
Okay.
I'm gonna gather some of the meat to take back.
It's easy enough. Along with the everybody else, it's basically prepping stuff. It's easy enough for you to get a good couple of pounds of meat. These scenes are well over at least 800 pounds each, so there's plenty of meat. Jesus.
Feisty's going to be fluffy.
She's always fluffy, man. She's
I
gonna,
like fluffy, like full.
she's gonna look like one of those Highland fluff cows.
Like,
Does she look like Sweetie after water right now?
Probably looks more like cheddar.
Yeah.
Hey, cheddar. How you doing, buddy?
Like, I heard you talking shit.
I'm good, buddy. Yes. How you doing? Okay.
Best answer.
Yeah, so the birds head back, and you're just left with Feisty, and Feisty's just kind of like sauntering along. Got her.
Almost rolling, not walking.
Oh, it's walking. She just got her fill.
We'll slowly make our
Feisty's
way back.
huge. How much did she fucking eat, though?
Probably 100 pounds, maybe? Nah.
Yeah, probably like 20 pounds.
Okay.
15, 20 pounds of food easily. She's getting big, man.
As she gets full size, I think this place would become large creatures.
Yeah.
She's basically her head when she's upright is like at what my
At your
shoulder.
waist. It's at your waist right about now. So she's getting pretty big. She can pat your head with her tentacles. If you want, you can do an investigation on Feisty. Or nature.
Do a bit of both.
Okay.
Occasionally glancing at Feisty and looking at the scenery around me, observing both with a 12.
A 12?
Yeah.
What kind of alarms you is like, well, nature is like, it's absolutely beautiful right now. Is you're seeing that, you know, how Feisty's growing up. And you can see that those like, are on her like little paws on the tendril pods, I guess you could call it. You can see that where they're like, where it's like slightly curved, they're now becoming more like shark teeth hooks inside. So if she were to grab onto you and latch on, you're not getting away from those easily.
You'd like if a python bit you. You try to pull your hand backwards, it's not going to work.
Oof, one of those really, really big pythons with the like serrated teeth. They're kind of like a shark tooth. Yeah.
Yeah, the Burmese pythons and reticulated pythons.
Yeah.
Ow.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
very much.
Teeth hook backward. It's a lot like tack strip.
So you guys eventually get to the shop, and then oddly enough, it does look like an oversized teapot.
Was the team corner
Sense?
along the way?
No.
No. Okay.
Yeah, there's smoke coming out of the actual like top, and there's double doors. So go in.
Yeah.
Yeah, you go in, and it's an immaculate magic shop.
No layer of dust.
Nope, no dust to actually be found. And as you enter, you actually pass through almost like a barrier of precipitation.
Oh no.
Wait.
Oh no, what would that be? What would happen if, like, you with that damn wand? Like, oh. Oh, that could have been terrible.
Wait. So somebody else prestidigitated me.
It could be an area effect of this place. You don't know if someone did it to you or if it's just here.
How do I feel about that? Because usually it's just me cleaning. Somebody
Would
else
I-
cleaned me.
So as we walk through, would I realize this too?
Yeah, it's like
Okay.
it's just kind of like that weird like feeling of it just like brushing against you essentially that you're familiar with.
That stench was you.
Excuse you. You're the one who's usually covered in grease and God knows what in glitter.
Don't. Oh my god, what would happen if, like, you had done that and we walked through that?
It would have been hilarious.
I got a feeling you would have gone to jail, buddy.
For what?
Making this store explode with glitter?
Oh my god.
No, every time that I've gotten you with it and then we've tried to clean it off, it just becomes
More
lasted longer.
and more.
Well, these two bicker. The time you spent learning with the other druid. Keep going.
Yeah.
Keep going, guys. Don't let me stop you.
So, what do you know about this place?
Absolutely.
You are starting to discover that you can actually modify your
Yeah.
current spells to utilize more blood ritual, but it will take longer to cast. To actually
Let's check it out.
start to infuse those elements to it. Blood magic is and a kind of a little bit of an arcane art among druids. But you can possibly use your vines to and infuse that with blood magic as well. So you're looking for the shopkeep?
Have Ace pick me up and carry me on his shoulder and look around.
As you guys look around this shop, there's cases and bookshelves everywhere. It seems rather empty.
Like cases and bookshelves that have nothing on them.
Oh no, there's plenty of stuff around, but you
Oh.
don't see the shopkeeper anywhere.
Right. Just wander around until we find somebody looking at the stuff that's on the shelves and in cases, see if anything looks interesting.
Yeah,
Yeah.
do investigation.
Particularly, I'm looking for a actual real bag of holding.
10.
10. You're more fascinated that this place is immaculate, and you do spot some of the prices, and they're high. Fuck.
Modify 20.
You do wander around, and you do find basically a wall, kind of like a coat rack type of section,
Mhm.
with different bags of holding on it.
No, okay. Cool. Start checking them out.
There are a couple of hats there too.
Hats.
Mhm.
All right. That's cool. Let's check out a couple of bags. While I'm checking them out, I'm actually like investigating them to try to figure out this shit so I can make my own.
Yeah.
We get to roll investigation?
Yeah.
Okay.
What are you doing?
It's just the individual. Trying to determine if it'd be more cost effective to buy like one spell here and there, or see if they've got like bundles or books or what have you.
Do you want to really go down that rabbit hole?
I really don't know.
We'll figure it out.
Yeah,
Will do.
fucking let's see if they got a book that has a few in there.
Hey, book with a few things. What was your roll?
22.
22?
Like investigating like what I would perceive as just like a normal bag of holding.
The so you're looking at the bag of holding and you're examining it. It's very fine leather.
Okay.
The stitching is immaculate, and it's like, oh my god, this is really expensive.
No. Price tag.
You see the price, and you're like, oh boy.
I'm glad I can make these once I figure them out.
Yeah, but these are like an immaculate quality.
Okay. More trying to figure out the mechanics of how they work so I can make a proper one for myself.
That's gonna be fun for you to do.
Putting something in, pulling it out, maybe putting it over my head.
The bag.
Yeah, just trying to figure it out.
You put your head into it, and you just suddenly can't breathe.
Okay, there's no air in there.
You're kind of looking around a bit, Mongo, and you're suddenly standing in a shadow.
Shadowy portion.
You see where the shadow's coming from?
Yeah, might as well.
You turn around and you're standing in the shadow of Goliath wearing robes. Hello there. And they just look down at you, and they're just like looking straight down at you. And they're like, hello there. And they just pick you up and put you under their arm and walk over to the table and sit you on top of the table. And they go over to you and they just take the bag out of your hands, put it on the thing.
I was investigating that.
And
Can't
buy
look
it?
at them?
Do you want to buy it?
Maybe. Well, I'm trying to figure out how they work.
One of those.
What do you mean one of those?
Purchase things, then you can figure it out. Not while you're in my shop. Points to a sign. No tinkering bullshit.
Sorry, didn't see it.
Smited.
It's like I'm on the cusp of understanding how to make one of these.
Look, I may have gotten put on the counter, but you just got put in your place.
Let's see. And you're still hanging out in nature, working your way back.
Working my way back with Feisty to go to the Hunters Guild.
Mm-hmm. It's easy enough. You find your way back. You do find some actually really nice flowers you only see bloom at this time of the year. They're almost kind of like they're kind of like roses, but they don't have thorns on them. The leaves themselves are razor sharp.
Gonna see if any of them have seeds I would be able to harvest from them without damaging the flower.
Yeah, you can just do a survival one.
That would be a 15.
15. Takes you a little bit of time, but you're actually able to find some that are easy enough to harvest. And it does kind of lead you onto a little bit of a little like druid trail here and there. You do find some a bush eventually, and because you're like looking around this patch of area where these flowers are growing, and it leads you to a bush essentially where you find another plant that you're familiar with from back home that actually produces edible fruit. And taking some of this edible fruit from it, and crack it open, it's kind of like a pomegranate almost like the size of a like cutie orange. And it's really, really good at this time of the year. Really, like each like little pebble inside of it of a seed, you like eat it and it explodes with flavor, almost like a gusher essentially.
I'll take a few of those fruits with me.
Oh yeah, they're a great snack.
I'm gonna be saving any seeds so I can possibly plant them.
Definitely do that. Pretty easy enough. From the druid camp, you're able to get more of a advanced kit essentially for like agriculture, including a. You're surprised because it's like, while you've been kind of more or less standoffish with certain technologies, they do give you like a little bit of a fold-up shovel. You can just take it apart, put it in your side pack, easy enough, and then put it back together. And it's just one of those gnomish inventions that makes your life a little bit easier. And you two,
Sorry. Do you make these yourself?
they just kind of look over. I just sell them.
Oh, okay. Well, it's very finely made craftsmanship. Maybe that's part of the trick. I don't know.
Poor craftsmanship creates poor product, which means poor adventuring.
Mm-hmm, probably.
A certain wisdom in that. Greatly appreciated.
We have everything a prestigious adventurer can ever want, including blankets of fluff themselves, saddles that make their own horses.
Saddles that make their own horses.
Yes,
That's kind of cool.
That would be very handy.
campsites that light themselves.
Oh, interesting.
Speaking of making things a little bit easier, notice that there's a couple of books here and there that you have.
Yes, the homework books. They have ranges of spell.
Oh, like a whole entire like set of spells.
A few, yes.
Oh. That's cool.
They will go over and they pick up one of the books off the shelf. It's like that thick. They set it down. They're like, all the wizard cantrips that we have available is in this book.
That's pretty cool. Is this why Mongo doesn't wear pants? It's less uncomfortable. When
Oh,
something funny's happening?
Is he pitching a tent in his robe? Does he have to sit funny? Oh.
Oh, gosh, wouldn't that be handy?
Yeah, so essentially the books are volumized. So like A through B or C through this and like things.
Or like level or okay, that's cool.
One goes over there just really drooling at the thought of this.
You got like level 1 ones?
Yes.
Which are they?
The books?
Yeah.
They go over there and they're checking their document and go like shit himself.
Oh, I'm ordering things now.
Let's see. 50,000 platinum.
Wow.
I thought I heard a piece of lead break over there. And it goes over, takes off the level 1 book, sets it down, opens it up. And you can see how beautiful this actual parchment is. And you can see it's written in gold and silvers, all the inking, and you can actually see a soft glow where the runes are.
Gotta check something real fast.
Brother, I don't think we have that much.
We don't know that.
Is Mongo about ready to blow all the group's fun on a single book? Hey, Mongo.
Do you think I would do that?
Mongo,
I wouldn't put it past you.
think about your survivability if Cayenne finds out.
He would have all the level 1 spells. He might be able to defend himself.
Yeah, we don't have that much. Damn.
He's just flipping through the pages and you can see the various spells.
Oh my god, would I fucking love to have
And just closes the book. The best part about these spell books is they're self-transcribing into your current spell book.
Oh, that's pretty cool. You just like put them together?
Yes.
Huh. That's pretty cool.
Poor Tom over there. Told you I was gonna make him cry again.
Oh,
You just see Mongo sitting there just like a statue.
Just eventually. So fucking beautiful.
I look over at this person. Can I go look around again?
Look, but don't touch.
Okay. Particularly gonna go to robes.
The robes?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Because I know he's been looking for like a self-cleaning robe.
Yeah. Not even paying any mind to the current fancy robes you're wearing.
He left.
Yeah. He's wandering around the shop alone.
There's a pretty book in front of me. Trying to figure out how the fuck I'm gonna pay for this.
It's a set of level 1 spells.
1% down, 1% for the rest of your life.
I don't think Mongo can live that long.
All 9 lives used up for purchasing a book.
Yeah.
You do get back to the city, and yeah, the Hunters Guild is. They already know who you are. You can just go right on in. there's no stopping you.
I'm just gonna go with my hands at my sides and feisty with me. I'm just gonna look at the contracts that are there to see if there are any that would interest everyone in the party,
Okay.
including the missing one.
All right. Including, I'm like, who the fuck's the missing one? Oh,
Just something that I could write down in a journal to relay information to everyone.
yeah. Go ahead and do an investigation. Are you okay there, Manga?
A little sad.
Why are you so sad?
I can't afford the book.
You can talk to them about payment plans if that's an option.
It's wizards, man.
Yeah.
They're not some lowly tinkers. Just kidding. Salt bomb.
Some merchants like to have like a repeating regular customer.
Yeah, but think about what kind of customers actually come into the shop.
Yeah.
They probably pay up in front for everything that they need.
Yep. This is absolutely beautiful. This is your work.
No. It's my wife's work.
I can only imagine just how proud of you are. This is fucking amazing.
She came up with a novel idea to actually make it easier for prestigious wizards to actually transcribe their spells and have a full access to them. And this book is just the A spell. There's one for B's, C's, D's.
Good Lord. There's not that many A level
So
one
it's
spells.
not all of the level 1 spells, it's just.
A.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah. But they self-transcribe, they self-translate, and they're written absolutely perfectly, in perfect working order. So his wife is a master transcriber. So you being a wizard probably know how much that is worth.
Yeah. Oh, holy shit.
And these are just the tier 1. There's an entire list for tier 2, 3, 4, 5.
Oh, God.
There's one for cantrip. So you're looking up. You probably look around a little bit. I'm assuming,
Yeah.
and you do see the shelf where they pulled this book from, and you see like there's a small gold sign that says cantrips. First year, second year, third year, and you can see that there's sets of these books on there.
Yeah, I'm just trying to figure out how much all of those would cost, and all I can fucking see is just a sideways 8.
No, I thought you would just see a red dragon sitting on a hoard of gold.
Oh. I think I'd have to take out a few fucking dragons hordes just in order to.
Which
half of
favorite?
it.
Got a 16.
I
16.
think Bruce Wayne would go, "Okay, fuck, that's expensive."
You look over the contracts. There is one to go out a bit further. There's rumors of some ruins, and you can actually cross-reference if you want. Do a wisdom on that one. It's not impossible to buy these books. It's just you have to get a little bit further in your adventuring.
Yeah.
Just a little bit?
Yeah.
A little bit, yeah. Because you, Mongo, you may roll a wisdom check. You do.
My wisdom was 8.
Right. It takes you a good while because you're kind of stumped, but ruins actually kind of correlate with the quest that you have pending. So it could be a quest for you to pick up to investigate those ruins along with actually going to where you need to go. You see one that's basically another one. It's just been posted for the festivities. That there's these sort of vermin that show up during the springtime. Essentially, they're like kind of like squirrels, and they tend to just wreak havoc on crops. So essentially, it's a kill order for these vermin.
Right up Scav's Isle.
Yeah, right up Scav's Alley, essentially. You see another one on there that a farmer's gone missing in the woods. Has been seen.
Sorry, did you say farm or farmer?
Farmer.
Okay. Like the entire farm is missing? Damn, that's weird.
I mean,
Is it for this city?
I mean,
I guess so, yeah.
The buildings can just get up and walk away. Why can't the whole fucking farm?
I mean, if you guys were in Barovia, it's completely plausible.
Yeah.
Might find the farm later. It's a couple of skeletons roaming around.
Yeah.
Spooky music playing. You do find another one that's basically asking you to explore part of the forest to make sure it's still upkept. They all pay fairly well too. It's like 1 copper per like squirrel thing, essentially.
1 copper per dead squirrel.
Yeah, they're kind of like just these like weird flying, very ugly, ratty squirrel type things.
They wreak havoc on farms.
Huh?
They wreak havoc on crops.
They just, it's kind of like watching one of those. I don't know what movie it was. Essentially, they just eat and they explode, create a bunch of like little eggs for these other ones or babies.
Critters.
Yeah,
Well,
it's
possibly like critters,
it
yeah.
sounds like you're talking about critters there almost.
I haven't seen that movie in ages. So I have not seen Critters in a long time. Yeah. And let's see, there's one to actually see if there's any unique new water sources too. There's not a water shortage. They just want to see if there's any new like springs that they've been missed or whatever.
Write all these down.
Okay. It's easy enough to transcribe them. You can make notes on all that. Are you still starstruck over there?
A little bit. I rolled a 12.
12?
Wisdom.
12 wisdom? It's not too hard to understand. You remember that your mentor actually mentioned something that, while starting out as a young wizard, you don't get very far. You have to earn prestige. And the more prestige you have as a wizard, the more it can actually earn you in places.
So you're seeing war prices.
Yeah.
So you know that if you get more prestige and people are aware of you, the prices might actually come down for you. What'd you get for your investigation?
22.
22?
Like I said, I'm looking for just something simple that constantly does precipitation for him, so he frees up that spell for him. So he can just not freak out about it all the time. Ring, scarf, something, necklace, whatever.
Something that gives precipitation?
Yeah.
You do find an entire like camping set
Mm-hmm.
that has that spell attached to it. So you basically say a key phrase when you get up, and it will just make itself fold up, clean itself, and be ready to go. And then you just say the key phrase, and it unfolds and preps itself for the next day.
But it doesn't. Would it clean him?
No,
Okay. Okay. That's kind of cool. How much is that?
let me check.
For Nikolai.
Nikolai, the tinker. 400 platinum.
Kind of cool. Keep that in mind. Kind of cool, actually.
Okay.
Does it like all like kind of like go together into like one small like
Yeah.
container? That's pretty dope, actually. It's you said a camping set.
Mhm.
So like a tent and everything.
No, it's the bedroll. It's got the actual like mess kit. It's got a pillow. It's actually got its own little lantern that folds up inside of it too.
That's pretty cool. After I look around a little bit, I'll go find my brother. See him drooling over books again.
Still standing in that same spot.
Early, brother.
This is fucking amazing.
Yes, it is. But we can't afford it unless
Yeah.
they like have some like payment plans or something.
Yeah, well, Tyler,
Contract agreement. Hey, do you do that?
This Goliath is just staring at you.
What?
It's like that deathly anime stare of like, how dare you ask such a question?
Oh, all right.
I am
All right.
so sorry. It's just the quality of this is just absolutely blown me away.
Agree.
You can probably tell that I'm still very new to this. And if I could ever get even half as good at this as your wife is, I could die happy.
Dude, you've done amazing stuff.
True.
Remember that cart? That was freaking amazing. He like reversed mending. Like totally disassembled a cart that we found so that we could pile it up and use its parts. It was awesome. I'm trying to pump up his prestige.
You just see it deflate. It just deflates. Like it's like you pop, like you just let the air out of a balloon.
Okay, true. For the skill level that I have, yes, that was probably pretty awesome. Although somebody who's clearly quite skilled, such as this one here, could probably do that in
That was before you got your full training from Spoon Tree?
Yes.
Like, that's a mark of amazing lizard talent. I'm trying to talk him up. Can I do a performance?
That disadvantage.
Okay, I'll take it. It gives me a
Don't forget
chance.
to wiggle the butt.
It's all in the hips. It's all in the hips.
14 plus my modifier is
So
15.
15?
yeah.
The stone giant is very much a stone giant. It's just staring at Goliath. Yeah, Goliath. It's just very much just like standing
Not
there.
impressed.
No.
Sorry, I tried.
So you're gonna wander off a little bit.
Yeah.
Okay. You head out, and it's later in the
Buddy.
afternoon at this point, and there's a lot more people out and about in the streets, and you can smell like all sorts of food here and there. Street vendors, people, talking about like the spring harvest and that summer's coming and it's going to get warmer. Granted, it's not much warmer here. It's fairly temperate there, so. And Feisty, you can see her just like, despite her still being full from the hunt, you can see her just like her nose perk up as she smells like familiar smell of like street food.
Feisty's become quite the street food connoisseur. Well, bless you, cheese.
She's become quite the street food connoisseur, and just kind of see that like her nose perked up, eyes slightly slanted as she sniffs.
See a little nose going.
Yeah, like rabbit. And as you guys kind of meander along, you see that familiar, like, it's kind of like one of the most adorably depressing things ever. You see the familiar, unicorn centaur. And she's just watching as, like, someone essentially makes popcorn, and she's just starstruck by it. As soon as it stops, she's like, she looks a bit depressed. And then it starts up again, and she's just absolutely enthralled again. And then it stops again, and she's like, oh. And then it starts again, and she's like, oh.
Oh my gosh.
Does she
such
get
a
anything
dance.
done?
Impressively.
Wizard with short-term memory issues. Oh fuck.
That's not politically correct because she's short.
God.
She's shorter than me.
She's like as tall as you, Mongo. But yeah, you see her there. You see all these like children coming back and forth, and quite a few of them have treats, and it reminds you a bit of home during the fall time. And the smell of sugar, and you see one with like this hat. It looks like a wizard's hat, but it's like made of cotton candy.
What was it hat made of cotton candy?
Yes, and it's enchanted to not melt.
Yeah, I was going to say, it's like, is this kind of like a fun way to remind children it's going to get hot because now you got a head full of stickiness?
What are you gonna do, Cayenne?
Oh, come on.
I
Candy
just
wizard hat, that's fucking sweet.
mingle throughout the crowd with Feisty.
Yeah.
Get her some snacks and get some popcorn for the unicorn centaur.
You get a Feisty some essentially like caramelized burnt ends. They're made from the bison earlier that you got. You can see that the food that you got out there has actually come into the town. It's been distributed on some vendors, which is now being put to use. And Feisty shares the food with you and the centaur. She turns around. She's like, "Oh, hi! It's a centaur. I haven't seen one of you in a while."
I mean, we have met before, but
When did we meet? I don't remember.
my brother.
You're really big. We get that big?
I've seen some. I've seen one bigger than me. He was 10 foot.
Mountain tar. Tom's over there about ready to die again. But yeah, she's looking at you. She's like, "Where'd you come from?"
From a very small town far away from here. I don't exactly remember the name of the place anymore, but it's far away from here.
And she just kind of smiled. She's like, "But you're here and now. I think that's important." And she just kind of stares off a little bit. You can see her starting to like lose the train of thought a little
Lose the moment.
and kind of lose where she's at. You can sort of see like,
Every 2 minutes, the world is new.
So where are you from?
she kind of pauses for, "Oh, hello. Hi again."
Hello.
She's like, I don't remember. She's like, "Well, I'm here. So obviously I'm from here." Kind of like pats around a little bit, reaches into her pocket. She's kind of looking at it. She's like, "Oh, that's how I get home." She puts it in a different pocket.
If you don't mind me asking, what happened to your horn?
She's like, it broke. I don't remember how it broke.
Would you ever want it fixed?
She looks very confused, like, that could be done?
I'm sure it could be. I'm sure that satyrs have gotten their horns fixed when they're broken. Minotaurs just the same.
She just looks very confused. I've never heard of that. She probably has heard of it before, just forgot about it.
She's made several appointments, never made a damn one.
never remember to go to the healer to get restoration taken care of.
She sets a date, but they always put it like 4 days later when she might remember. Send a few reminders out. Then reminders for the reminders. But yes, she seems like very like confused, like not really sure like that's an option.
That dude from 50 First States.
And she just looks over at us. She's like, "Oh, big kitty."
Yes, and she is a lover of street food.
And her face is just covered in like barbecue sauce. A piece of meat's hanging out of her mouth. And she just kind of like pushes it in her mouth straight. And she just tries to smile as best she can. Oh, that's a whole 3 on smiling. It's almost as bad as Arnold smiling in Terminator 2.
She just shows teeth.
All of them. But
Like that.
yes, very professional smile.
Very professional smile. I think what Cayenne is going to do is she's going to spend a little bit of time with the unicorn centaur and then is going to do some research and see if she'd be able to get her horn fixed.
Yeah, it's you can spend some time with her, and it's almost hard to spend time with her because everything is constantly new and interesting to her. And every time she loses track of you, essentially, it's like she's meeting you for the first time.
I think what Cayenne's going to do is she's going to ask random questions like finding out like what maybe her favorite snack is, what her favorite color is, favorite animal or symbol. Just small little tidbits.
Trying to piece things together.
Well, more so like get ideas of possibly small things that she could like drop off for her when she's at the school.
Oh yeah. Okay. Yeah, that's actually pretty easy. You do find out quite a few things about her. It's hard, like anything else, because it's like moving, loading. Response.
It's like the wait time for Skyrim when you just want to fast travel to the next town, but the loading screen wants to take 15 minutes.
One
Could have just walked.
later. Faster walk. It's like fast travel in Spider-Man games. It's like, why would you fast travel when you can just do the really cool web slinging? Yeah, she actually has. She really likes, like almost like pastel colors. And let's see, favorite animal for her. Wow, these are actually questions that I have to think about for a moment. She actually likes songbirds.
That would make sense.
But yeah, she likes songbirds, pastel things. She really enjoys like disgustingly sweet food, especially like popcorn, like almost like candy corn type of popcorn.
And taffies and stuff like that.
Yeah. And she loves one thing that you guys probably have common ground on. She really likes apples, like the caramel coated apples with paint.
Candied apples.
Yeah, candied apples. Must be a centaur thing.
Or a horse then.
Oh, get smited by this shopkeeper over there. Just crush. But yeah, you eventually you walk her back home.
Yeah, I'll walk her back home. Especially if she starts getting a little lost.
You do get her back home, and you're very probably happy. I would assume you're relieved her house never moves.
Yes.
And it's actually quite adorable. Her house is like a little mushroom, essentially. Like a little 2-story mushroom that she can go into.
Please tell me that it looks like a pastel, like crystal mushroom.
We'll go with that. It's like a pastel red color. And the stalk is like a pastel white, kind of like that offish white.
That milky white.
Yeah, that nice milky white. And she's like, "Oh, I'm home."
Well, I'm glad that you're home and you made it safely.
And she just hugs your leg. She's like really soft, like unbelievably soft.
Like you just
I-
want to hug her back.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm going to very, very gently pick her up to give her a hug the best I can.
She's so bad. You pick her up, and it's quite easy to manageable to pick her up at your size. And she's just like unbelievably like fun to hug. Like, oh no, this might be the danger of her. And her robes are even just as soft too. Like Her robes are essentially, what if Mongo used crystallization like 24 times in a row on him to make them comfy?
Apparently, we'll
Or
be up
if
to
the
19
robes, if you
times in a
hug
row.
yourself, just magically dispenses fabric softener anytime you hug yourself.
Oh no, Mongo's gonna get ideas. Fabric softened robes. Can I get these robes upgraded to have that?
Yeah.
No, we've discussed it before. Items can be upgraded. But she bids you farewell, and she goes into her little house. And you hear a few things get bumbled on. You hear from inside, very muffled, "Oh, hello there, Light."
Go wander off.
Feisty follows after. Holds up some leftover barbecue for you.
I'll nibble on it.
It's like some barbecue jerky. But yeah, night's fairly easy off. Wander back to the tavern. It's all decorated for the festivities. The place you'd probably check out tomorrow is the library. Which I'm pretty sure Mongo's going to be going to the next
Mhm.
day, and you too.
Maybe.
So you guys, do you eventually leave the place behind?
Before we leave, I am gonna ask one question.
Okay.
Well, I guess. Anyway.
Just ask.
Yeah. How does one get even close to this good at doing this?
Oh, he's like, oh, my wife has been doing this for over 4 years.
Practice, brother.
Is that really all that it takes? Is just doing it 1,001 times?
Well, she did actually decide to advance her craft by essentially, well, I'm gonna go travel with some adventures and do it in the middle of a battlefield. Yes, she learned how to transcribe during a combat situation.
That's pretty impressive, actually.
She may be one of the most badasses I've ever met.
It's like, Jesus, transcribing in a battlefield.
That's pretty crazy. Like, that's
She's
kind of
also-
like what's that Dragon Ball Z character like in the heavy gravity? Like,
Oh,
Gravity.
yeah.
She's also transcribed during a magical storm on a ship.
that sounds
Oh, dear
dangerous.
God.
I heard those are dangerous.
Yes.
So learn to do the hardest things the hard way.
So you can see how prestigious she is.
You're one lucky individual.
So yeah, after you get that, you head out.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Eventually meet back up with Cayenne.
Yeah.
You get back to the room and you see Feisty laying on the floor on her back. Just all 6 legs spread out. And you can just see her nice round belly. And you can see every once in a while that she like sticks her tongue out trying to get to a bag that still has some leftover bark through it. Just being absolutely feisty, essentially.
How okay? If Feisty is laying on her back, how high is her chest from the floor?
High enough for, like, I don't know, how thick would she be technically? She's like a small panther.
Kind of seems like she maybe
She's
the
like
size of
close.
Sophie, maybe a little bit bigger.
Well, I'm 5'2", from my hoof to the top of my head, not including my headdress. Her head, the top of her head, is at my human waist.
Yeah. So like,
She is
when
way.
she's sitting or standing.
That's when she's standing.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So she is much bigger than Sophie.
Okay.
Yeah. So her chest has got to be at least what, foot and a half.
I'd say her chest is easily 2.5 feet to 3 feet wide.
Yeah, She's a big girl.
She literally be the size of like, as far as body width is concerned, from how Displacer Beasts are described, her width would be very comparable to a very, very large tiger.
Yeah, yeah.
You know what's really bad is in the D&D trailer, I saw the Displacer Beast, I went, feisty!
I didn't recognize that there was a Displacer Beast in there.
There is.
Watch it again. I'm excited for
They were
movie,
hiding.
actually.
There's, oh, it actually jumps at the screen.
Oh,
Yeah, there's also a dungeon Roomba.
Nice. That was great. I was sort of a quarter into one.
But yeah, the two brothers are back, and
Hi.
Hi.
I see Feisty had fun today.
We killed things.
Successful hunt then?
We killed things.
Can't really get more successful than that, I suppose,
So.
other than killing lots of things.
I'm glad I found a very, very expensive magic shop.
I didn't buy anything. Couldn't fucking afford anything.
Yeah, it was very expensive. I'm going to get to work on making as finely crafted a leather pouch bag as I can possibly do.
all right. In fact, you have no Leatherman's tools. It's gonna be an adventure. And you don't have any leather.
That's right. Humphrey has everything. By the way, I was like, oh, Humphrey has everything.
Oh,
Are we ever going to get him back?
yeah, apparently he's been very stressed out and needs a couple more days.
How much is this going to cost?
A bit. So, what kind of things did you kill?
Stuff to eat. Nothing you would get paid for.
That's not what I was asking. I was just making conversation.
And trying to avoid another conversation.
I don't know
think.
what you're talking about. Did you give any thought about how to fix a horn?
The centaur?
Actually, yes.
I asked her about it and she doesn't believe it can be done, but I can see if anyone knows how to fix anything biological. I would assume a healer could.
Would make sense.
I can put one together.
Oh god, I just fucking thought. She probably made an appointment but then forgot.
You know, after spending the better part of the night with her, getting her a drink, you had to just get her one drink because every time she took a sip, she's like, "Oh, this is new and interesting." Very easy for her to forget and roll over whatever it was.
So it's like evening time, after dinner or around dinner.
That's around dinner time.
Then we order in or order out, guys, or go out.
I mean,
You've been nibbling all night.
I've been eating most of the night.
Okay.
We took down some pretty big creatures, at least 800 pounds each one.
Oh wow.
Wow.
Oh, 4?
Wow. Cool.
Like a weird mix between a bison and a mountain goat.
Huh.
But they had spiraling horns that could easily just run you clear through. Very smart, too. The elderly one that the birds and Feisty were hunting, one of the stronger, larger bulls came back and ended up swiping its legs out from under it when it fell behind and left it behind
Well, that's not
for the
nice.
birds to kill it.
Oh. Okay. Designated scapegoat?
Well, it was elderly. It was It was on death's door anyway. If the birds hadn't have mangled it, something else would have.
Feisty raises his paw like, and you can hear she like, I helped.
Mhm.
I'm sure you did
Come over to
fantastic.
Scooter.
If
Did you
it-
do a good job?
If it weren't for Feisty, the birds would have had a lot more trouble opening it. They're because of the mixture of the really thick wool and how tough their hide is, the birds had a hard time making a really clean purchase to tear. And my flour is strong enough to take out a deer.
Oh, I hand you a walnut that has a leaf growing out of it. I guess I can't eat this now. You want it?
You most definitely cannot eat that now.
There's some like rickety looking vines coming out of it. You can see it like starting to sprout upwards with a leaf that looks like it's just been like, you can tell it's been in his pocket.
He's like, want it?
I'll take this to the druid circle.
Okay.
It's the saddest looking like thing that you've ever seen starting to grow. There's some lint attached stuck to it. And
Clean it up and put it in a clean container.
so as you're standing there, Mongo, Blip runs up, jumps out, and goes, flashbang! And you just see white.
I did not teach him that.
Really?
Oh,
Did not. I call Blip flashbang once. Once.
oh, that's all it takes.
As you're looking in the other direction like this, Blip runs up and goes, flashbang! Boom!
You're like, ah!
You got it from two different directions.
Yeah, I can't see right
You're
now.
not seeing spots, you're seeing spot.
It's just a mushroom-shaped white spot.
Oh,
You see a mushroom cap and just
Stars
spread.
coming off of it.
Just spread arms. It's not T pose for dominance. It's just like a V.
so one of them talked the other. Oh, fuck.
That's pretty funny. Please,
Remind,
guys.
just remind myself where that glitter wand is.
I go over to Blip and Blop and, hey guys, when I have these on, please don't do that.
Do you put the goggles on?
Yeah, please don't do that. That would be
Or
very,
do
very,
it.
very, very bad.
They both flashbang at the same time.
Oh, I wish I could have seen that.
You know,
How has Monty been doing? Monty hasn't really came out and done much at all.
You're a little sword guy?
Yeah.
He hasn't really been doing much, actually. He's been really just Truman.
He likes to get to the point.
Just kind of staring at everything.
Very broody mushroom.
well, once my eyes go back to working,
Oh, it's like a good, 5 minutes before you start getting normal
like if
vision.
I can't make a get to work on making a bag of holding, I will work on improving my goggles actually with the lessons that I've learned. Try to make them better so they actually work properly. I was like, hey, can I borrow your goggles?
As your
I
vision
won't break them,
comes
I
back,
promise. I just need to
Pongo.
do comparisons.
You realize how dangerous that is for a
Okay.
spellcaster.
Thank you.
Oh, fuck.
But you do see Noodle is over with Feisty, and Noodle's got their little itty bitty paws stacking the barbecue like little bricks on top of each other. Like a little triangle pile of barbecue bites.
Oh, he's adorable.
So, it's becoming the evening time. Well, into the evening time. What are you going to do for the rest of the night?
I'm just going to spend some time reading through my Druidic handbook and read over any notes that the Druidess may have left on any blood magic that I could read over.
There is a bit of stuff to actually read over that's been broken down for you to actually start to read. on how to infuse your current druidic spells with blood magic. That there could be consequences of getting the attention of certain ancient dark blood deities. Pretty soon, campaign end. Kyan's the cause of the entire campaign's like conclusion, and she's just like,
She's the
"There's two-
BGEG.
There's two gods fighting. She's like, let them fight. What are you doing for the rest of the evening, there, bud?
Oh, fuck. Humphrey has most everything.
Yeah, he does.
Even has like a couple thousand platinum.
Yeah, he basically has all of your stores
Yeah.
except for what you were wearing.
Otherwise, it's in the one area. Well, if these two don't order dinner, I will actually go with have Ace go downstairs with me and her goggles and my goggles. Order something kind of quiet, kind of corner, just kind of tinker with my goggles to make them work better while
Okay.
eating something.
Yeah.
Enjoy the atmosphere.
Oh, there's plenty of music playing.
Cool.
There's a bard performing,
Cool.
and it's kind of like a jazz group, like a swing jazz group,
Okay.
but it's a troupe of kobolds.
Cool. Are they any good?
No, they're all performance form.
No.
They're actually pretty decent.
Applause then, while others applause. Even if I really wasn't paying attention because I'm working.
Yeah, it's good background music.
Yeah. Cool.
It's got a good tune for you to work to.
Cool. Will I get a roll?
On
Okay.
your tinkering?
Yeah. Okay, cool.
So you're working on both sets of goggles?
No, I'm not doing anything to hers. I'm just using hers because they're professionally made as comparison how to correct mine.
Okay.
I'm gonna just hang out in the room and gonna try to actually write down prestidigitation. See how fancy I can make it.
All right. Blank scroll, everything.
Yep.
What quality paper are you using? What kind of ink you using?
Average for right
Okay.
now, since this is kind of like my first time around. I
I
don't want
haven't
to waste
bought
anything.
any expensive stuff yet.
Nope.
So all you have is average.
All you have is functional.
Uh-huh.
It'll get the job done.
It's shit I can write with and write down on.
So what was your roll?
You didn't say I could roll.
Yeah, you can roll. I thought you did roll. I heard a clunk over there.
Nope.
So. Oh, there, Mungo.
Other
What
day,
do I
I
have?
will use my ring.
Your Arcana.
19.
19. The paper just burst in the front. Just
Oh,
kidding.
fuck. It's a good find or not.
Let's see. I need to check something real quick. I need to go look at Kyan's character sheet and be judgy. Got a lot of cool spells, man.
I wonder what that's like.
I used my fancy ring and got a worse roll.
And what?
Damn.
Got a worse roll.
And you got to keep it too.
Yep.
You rolled
From
like
8?
a 1.
No, I went from 8 to a 6.
So you do transcribe this pretty well, and Kyan, do a perception.
That's an 8.
An 8. You're watching. You get a chance to watch Mongo do his writing a little bit,
Mm-hmm.
and it's his weird wizardly arcana stuff. It's a little bit more understandable than Mr. Tinker's over there.
Definitely more legible than the lizard.
Yeah, he's actually got a rather decent penmanship. So, as you
I
work
don't know how to
downstairs.
roleplay that.
Yep.
My
What's your roll?
handwriting is shit.
Okay, the roll was 8 to 6.
Okay,
So adding tinkering, right?
Mhm.
So it'll be a 10. But I'm taking my time, so may or may not, Your Grace, be able to add.
You're
Taking
just
time to it.
scraping for like your give me a high roll.
It's up to you. I'm taking my
Give me a
time.
higher
I'm
roll.
casual. I'm not rushing it. I'm taking my time. However you choose to roll on that is yours.
I'll give it to you because you're downstairs just chilling
Okay.
out. But yeah, you do get a higher roll on it, and yeah, you're seeing how that they actually like it's very well you're trying to do more of a clunky craftsmanship right
Mhm.
now. You realize you have to do a lot more finesse for certain things.
Okay. Yeah.
And you're gonna have to expand your skill set a little bit.
Okay.
So we're gonna go ahead and stop there, have dinner, get our gnomes on, come back. We're gonna jump into the second part of this and see what people get up to. I know you guys want to go to the library, so it might line up,
Mm-hmm.
and you might join along with them, or
Maybe. I don't know.
go on your own solo adventure.
Probably going now. So
Maybe go moonlight a moon house.
Maybe.
So, with levity's sake, it's going to be the next morning. You do get the you do see that you do the fucking words.
That's impressive, man. Not everybody can fucking do that with goggles.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Some words.
Yeah.
Man. It's like, wow, you got full bar and just count on those words. So, now that I can speak again,
Are you sure?
enunciate. Not my strong suit. You do see that you need to actually have a much better craftsmanship in order to build out and upgrade things, which
Okay.
means you're going to have to probably take some time to actually expand your skills. You can't just go with off of what you're doing.
Okay. Okay.
So that's the rest of your night. The morning comes.
Start to rebuild my goggles and build another set to put the lenses in.
And you are woken up by, noises from outside, some kids laughing and some like little popper things going off, and followed by a bunch of like noise.
Yeah.
Not the thing you want to hear first thing in the morning. the mischievous sounds of children that are on vacation in a magical city.
Spring break.
And Feisty is under the bed.
Feisty's doing a Sophie when people are shooting off fireworks.
Dude, she's been around enough explosions, she knows better.
Huh?
I comfort Noodle.
Noodle is shaking more than a ramen noodle that's about to be consumed.
Oh, fuck. Great. I'm in bed comforting my Noodle. It just does not sound good.
Are you stroking your noodle? Make sure you calm down.
I'm gonna simmer down the noodle.
He drools a little bit.
Not being salty about it.
Yep.
Are we going to hell?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
Are we the bodies?
Oh, we are the podcaster parents warned you about.
Oh man, we're the stream that gets demonetized for content. You wake up and you fall asleep with your book, and you realize you just drew a line through like one page by accident where you're trying to make a note. But everybody's awake. You can go down, get breakfast,
Mhm.
which I assume you're doing.
Mm-hmm.
After you coax Feisty out from underneath the bed. Still, no scabbard.
Look for another note.
Look for a
Yeah.
note. No note.
You know what? I'm leaving him a fucking note this time.
Yes.
Leave a note that says this is a perfect spot for a note.
Next
To
time
tell
you
your
leave,
family where
you
you're
left.
fucking off.
And yeah, head down for breakfast. And it's just a lot of fruit. There's not a lot of meat. It's a lot of the taking advantage of the spring harvest essentially. And there's another unique fruit that's exclusive to the city.
Okay.
That you've never seen before. And it's actually served to you, and the waitress, she's like, let me show you something very interesting. And she takes this piece of fruit. It's like, almost looks like a golden apple.
Okay.
the shape of a pear. It's very interesting looking. She cuts it right down the middle, and it goes through it like almost like butter. You hear like it's like crack on the outer shell. But after that initial thing, she splits it open, and it's almost like really yellowish, vibrant honey. And she's
Oh.
like, they're only available during spring. And it's like almost like as the air hits it, the like honeycomb sections of it start to solidify into like a crunchy, like crisp type of
Do you eat
I
the
fucking
thing?
want one.
Do you eat the whole thing or just the insides?
You can eat the whole thing.
Okay, cool. Thank you.
The skin of it is actually quite savory, whereas the inside has like that really rich honey taste to it. You can almost, you cayenne specifically, can taste some of the pollen from
Fucking kill for
it. You're like, where's this fruit and how can I get it?
Doesn't exist.
D&D. But yes, unique fruit.
not.
Cool.
Science, bio.
Yeah, there's something would have to be like made in a lab.
Dude, you know what? People manage to fucking read out that fucking string on beans just because they fucking wanted to. It's like, hey, that's annoying. I'm gonna get rid of it, and they did. Carrots were originally purple, and
Yep.
some fucking
Scraggly thing.
yeah, and somebody just decided, hey, you know what? Our
Apparently
royal
carrots
family's
are kind of
orange.
depressing
Let's
looking.
just make it look like
Oh,
that because you know they're awesome, and they just fucking did it. And that was in like the medieval time, so it's like something like that they could fucking make.
Yeah, sure.
So you guys basically have fruit bowls and there's some actual like croissant served with it.
Sweet.
It's like you bite into the croissant instead of like the usual butteriness. It's like a maple type of flavor.
Oh fuck yeah!
Interesting.
Oh my god, like an apple croissant. Holy shit!
Yeah. So table is yours. You're free to talk at the breakfast table.
So I figured out something last night, guys. Verified something.
What's that?
There's a certain value, actually.
So I've been informed it was the Dutch that wanted the carrots orange because it's their royal color.
Yeah.
Today we learned.
Nice.
So table's yours.
So I found out that there's an actual value to going above and beyond, like, necessary craftsmanship or something. Like my goggles I made, like, they're fine. You know, they're functionally, they do what they need to do, but I need to go into like extreme like precision and craftsmanship to make them work right. It's weird. Like there's like fundamentally there's no difference between this piece and I hold up the piece I'm starting to rebuild and point out like how much finer the craftsmanship is. It's interesting.
He's starting to take his time on crafting things.
Oh fuck!
Because you know that bag of holding that I looked at the
Mhm.
shop. It
Yeah, the
was
one that
like
almost got thrown through the door.
oh.
Noodles-
Anyways,
Noodle is currently curled up in one half of one of these things, just soaked with the substance, just crunching on it.
like I've never seen such a high
Noodles
level
of
of
food.
craftsmanship
I'm
in
proud.
its leatherwork that was done in that bag. But like everything else about it, like kind of already
Your
understood.
mushrooms, they have a few of the like really nice leaves, and it's kind of like watching a bunch of snails eat around a single leaf. Unison crunching.
Like those blue things from that Groot preview.
Num, 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 num.
I'm gonna find some really interesting looking peppers and gather them to give to Sason.
Okay. It's actually pretty easy. You can just wait down the waitress, and she's like, "Oh yeah, we have some in the back." And she brings you this one, and it's like blood red.
I'm gonna give that to Sason to eat.
All right, so Jason takes he bites into it, and it looks like this pepper is bleeding from how concentrated the oil is. And you can smell the heat from this.
Dude, you don't fuck with peppers. They fuck with you.
And he's just eating it like a champ.
It's fucking terrifying.
So Ace, you hungry?
Ace is like, oh.
Uh-huh.
He's,
Uh-huh. Okay. Remind me when the waitress comes back, I'll see if they have any stuff for you.
waitress eventually finds their way back.
So, Miss? Or was it Miss?
It's
You said she, so.
Yeah.
Yes. Does the cook have any broken utensils he wants to get rid of?
We have some. You can find out.
Okay. Big guy wants some.
About 5 minutes go by, and she comes back and she sits down a small box of like discarded old swords and daggers from like adventurers who just left shit behind and never.
They've been evaluated as being useless.
They're rusty,
Worthless.
chipped, broken, like absolute terrible quality. So I assume you're going to head to the library.
Mhm.
Okay. You gonna go to the library?
Actually, no. I want to go to the Tink Corner, or maybe stop at the Tink Corner on the way to the library, guys. I'll go with you. I want to get some leather and some other stuff for my goggles, because, you know, all of our stuff is currently not available.
He'll be back.
I don't know about you guys, but I've got all of my stuff. I kind of, wear my stuff.
Well, me, I'm this big. I only carry so much.
If you're a dwarf fuck butt, sounds like a problem for you. And you can smell the alcohol.
Already?
Yeah.
Wow.
Somebody got the door drunk.
Dwarf.
Oh,
At first, I
said
thought
door.
she said door, but then I realized she was talking about dwarf.
dude, they say thank you and stuff like that. I'm not putting it past somebody spilled their drink on the door and it got hammered.
Middle is something adorable. The party laughed. The table laughed. The stools laughed.
The party went white.
Oh fuck!
Nope, I want to sit on a sentient stool. Come and smell my ass the entire time. Mongo's got enough issues. He doesn't need self-confidence. Go
It's
along
so
with it.
fuzzy and round.
Okay, you're getting it on fire.
Do you work out?
And to begin the semantic components for Birdie Paws.
So you head off to the library. Takes a little bit of time to get there, but it's essentially a 2-story building. And what absolutely makes Mongo ecstatic is it looks like books just stacked up, like carved out of like nice stone and stacked up.
This has got to be the best library fucking ever.
Mhm.
It's the library in the town full of fucking bookworms.
So we
Well,
weren't
there's
going to or not able to stop by the Tink Corner on the way?
it's in the opposite direction.
Oh.
Also, we still haven't been to the main city, the
Yeah.
capital city.
It's in the opposite direction. I would have gone to the Tink Corner, then maybe go to the library there.
You get there and it's easy enough to go in. There's no steps to go up to your relief. It's just straight in through double doors and yeah, it's well lit and you can already just smell that wonderful smell of books and scrolls and other things. And you can see the lanterns floating around illuminating things, and as someone goes ahead of you, a lantern comes down and joins them and follows along. And there's a central like desk, and you can see like someone is there. They haven't investigated the person there yet,
Oh yeah.
or done a perception.
I'm gonna see what the person at the desk looks like. I'm too distracted with the 4.
A 4. You kind of are a little bit freaked out as a lantern comes down and floats next to you, and Blip is just like trying to show off the lantern.
12.
12. It looks like a nice little old grandma.
Oh, fuck. Oh. Better go say hi and see what section's where.
Okay, so you approach the table and you see this hunched over, really old grandma. And she's got like a little wizard's hat that's been patched up here and there.
Oh, she's level 50.
Huh?
She's level 50.
And she's got robes on, and she just has like these like really thick Coke bottle glasses on that are like big and round that just make her eyes look ginormous.
Level 60.
Longo gets more terrified as I describe things. Apparently, I don't know why.
You don't?
She
What?
looks adorable. in my mind.
She's got little rosy cheeks, and she just kind of like, "Oh, a munchkin tabaxi and a centaur. How adorable."
Hello.
Hello, greetings, welcome to the library. How can I help you? What are you looking for? Oh, I just have one rule, mind your manners.
I would never dream of being rude in a place like this. Watch out for my brother when he gets here, though.
Wow.
I was
Really?
Scav.
Oh.
So you can inquire what you guys are looking for.
I was wondering, do you have anything on the adventures of other wizards?
Oh, of course, we have an entire section.
One specific one. I was wondering if you had anything on.
Oh, well, Loop Tree is quite prolific.
He's the next one I wanted about.
So, Gargon the Great?
Sir Magister, the chaser of ethereal dreams.
Oh, he might be in the library. You can go look.
Don't know much about the fellow.
Oh, section 5B 462, 5th floor.
That's that way.
She points to the stairs very gently with a little cane.
I had to make my way to the stairs.
And, how can I help you?
I'm mostly looking for information on anything to do with possibly restoration, like horns.
Oh, restoration magic. So clerical magic. Possibly druidic. First floor, straight to the back, left corner.
Thank you.
And she makes a few notes regarding some things. And you head off to your various sections. It takes you a while. You go flights of stairs and flights of stairs. And once you reach the very top, Longo, you hear the stairs. Could have asked for us to help you.
Quite right. Didn't want to disturb you.
And you just eventually wander off to the section. It takes a while to find it. And as you're moving along between the different aisles, you see these stone statues with shields and swords on every single aisle.
That's cool.
Fuck up one of the library books, somebody fucks you up.
But you eventually get to the section, and it's just wall, row, and row, and row of many different wizards that have gone through here that have had adventures.
Start looking for me.
Okay, investigation, bud. Kyan, for you, it's actually quite easy to find the location. And you see just like a small, almost like niche corner of various books. Some seem pretty old, some seem a bit newer. And you see one that's New Age Cleric.
The hippie cleric.
The cleric and you. You see something kind of tucked between two pages. This is Sexy Agorian. I'm just kidding. Sexy lizard folktale. Ah. What'd you get there?
19.
19? It's gonna be a while. You're getting like the little stool sliding over, going up, looking through various books. They're all various thicknesses and things like that. You can do an investigation, see what you find.
22.
22.
That was almost a 1.
Oh wow.
Whew. So it takes you a little bit of time. You're looking through the books. You're taking books off the shelf, setting them down, taking books off, setting them on. And you see, like, behind a couple of books, there's a book tucked behind them that basically might have got churned and stuff back there. You pull it out, and it's an old druid book.
I'll take a look at it.
And you read the druid scripture on the front, and it's basically loosely covering mythological creatures. Which is kind of funny for a centaur because it's like mythological creatures. Oh, what's in here? Yeah. So you can do a investigation on the book to see what you find in it. You do eventually pause in front of a book, and you see your father's name on a book.
If you're staring at it for a few minutes, eventually I'll take it off.
Take it off. It's not as the thickest book. And it's a nice looking book. Leather bound. Nice pages. Obviously written by the school. You're gonna go sit down and read it? Alright. Go right ahead and do that investigation on it. What'd you get?
22 again.
Try not to cry.
22. You start looking through the book itself, and you see things like basilisks and harpies and sphinxes and dragons and other monstrosities like mind flayers and intellect eaters
Terrifying.
and mimics and gelatinous cubes, and you see in parentheses Dungeon Roomba.
Dungeon Roomba.
It's such an odd coined word by a wizard. Yep, it just became canon in the campaign.
Fucking love it. Which wizard first named it that? Zakar.
Who knows? You're not reading the book. And you do eventually find one on unicorns and subspecies of unicorns and things like that.
I'll take time reading over that.
Yeah, you can go ahead and do a knowledge roll with advantage. What'd you get?
16.
16? So you start looking, start digging into the book, and you see an actual table of contents regarding various stories regarding your actual father and whatnot.
Did you want that under wisdom or intelligence?
Wisdom. What are you doing, Mongo? What are you looking for specifically in here?
First one that catches my eye on the table of contents. It's like,
You see the first. You see like the traditional humble beginnings type of chapter, and you're like, I'll come back to that. And you see one that says, "A sir to be born."
yep.
What'd you get?
Got a 10.
A 10? You're kind of fumbling through it a little bit. It's a lot of wizard jargon. And it's kind of weird to see wizard jargon in an actual, like, Druid book. But you do find one section that talks about a subspecies of centaur and unicorn that is very uncommon. And it details some information regarding them. And you can go ahead and choose to read that section. Because it's all written in Druid. It's like older Druid.
I will take my time reading that section.
Okay, so taking a 20 essentially.
Yeah.
You can just do a shit, I hate abusing it, but investigation on it. Perception. There you go.
Perception.
So you're gonna read that section. So as you start reading this section, it's kind of like it's a fancy like writing, you know, like how you'd have like an old English book essentially. And it's written oddly from a bard perspective, as all these books are. And perception for me.
21.
21. You start to read through this entire section. It talks about the anatomy of these creatures, how they're a little bit different. Some gonna have wings, some do not have wings. But the section that makes you kind of stop is there's a chunk of information regarding their magical abilities. Them being basically unicorns and very attuned to magic. That they have a source of magic that makes them above the normal kind. They're very prestigious, so if they go into wizarding or druid or bardic, they excel in those fields. But if you're to shatter their horn or break their horn, they lose basically all of their magical abilities. And that basically can reduce their life by half. Essentially go from being immortal to having an actual lifespan.
It doesn't mention anything about like temporary repair, at least repairing the form or anything.
There's not much on that, but you would have to have the original horn and actually restore the broken pieces, essentially. So it's like having a broken sword and bending it back together, which would basically make them whole again. So now you have questions as to how this happened.
I'm gonna put all the books and stuff back because I just put them on the floor.
Just set it there. Mongo would be ashamed. Books being stacked on the floor. Another one that catches your attention briefly is Mushrooms in You.
I will grab that one and read that briefly.
Okay. What'd you get?
What was that one?
Perception.
Perception? $14.
14. You start reading through it, and it's just like you can tell what parts are fluffed. Having done a little bit of venturing yourself and understanding a view from a Munchkin Tabaxi world, you can tell parts are fluffed. And then you get to a section in the chapter, and in a paragraph essentially that kind of makes you pause for a moment. Your father was an adventurer. After he got out of school, he adventured. And he traveled with a king that was to be that the king basically wanted to go on an adventure, and he left his second in command. And this king was a kobold. He also had friends that were centaurs. And they traveled a lot together as adventurers. There was also a kinku too. And also a sentient owlbear.
That's kind of terrifying.
And the most peculiar thing that stands out to you is that he also traveled with 2 mice.
Cool.
What other feeling we met this Cancun?
And they actually have traveled many years together and were very, very close friends. And that's how he earned his title. Mongo's just sitting there like, oh shit.
Gonna write the name. Did it mention any of the names of the kobold, centaur, mice? Any?
It doesn't mention anything regarding them that seeming like the bard that wrote this book just considered them NPCs, just a footnote essentially to your father's story. So you stopped by to stock up on something?
Yeah, we're gonna get as finely crafted leather and a toolkit as necessary to
As
make it
finely
back.
crafted letter as you afford?
yeah,
Okay,
and
because
a toolkit necessary to make a bag.
okay. It's easy enough to acquire. How much leather are you trying to get?
However much I need to make a bag.
You're going to make lots of mistakes, so I'm guessing about a yard or 2.
Sure.
Okay.
Consider, yeah, that's a lot of leather for a 1 foot tall mouse.
Your ace can carry it for you. He's just going to be like,
Yeah.
great, I'm the shopping bitch. Ace, carry this. Ace, carry that. Ace, hold on to this.
Ace, don't eat that.
Hi, I'm trying to lessen your burden, buddy.
1.2 platinum.
1.2 platinum.
Okay. So, anything else you guys are looking for? You're looking through the mushroom grove, so you can do investigation.
2.
Yeah.
So a
Trying to
tenth
see
of a
if I can
platinum.
find any information on if there are any species close to Ralph, because he was kind of just
Platinum,
made.
2 silver, I guess.
And I know it. I
Well, there's
kind of can already take a guess of what
Platinum.
Stason does, considering they're a fire mushroom.
1.2.
Still just kind of
gold.
One
And then
platinum,
Stella I
2
already know, but the only ones that I'm trying to find information on is if there's any information about a species like Ralph, or if there's any information about mushrooms like Monty.
Okay. What are you doing, Mongo?
Looking for the author's name.
You're looking for the author's name because you have questions?
Somebody wrote this down. Ain't no way a bard just decided to drop off a story and not sign their name to it.
All right. Do an investigation, bud.
Mine was 11.
11. You start looking through it, but the first section is what catches your attention. That there's 2 types of mushrooms in this world. Technically, 3. There's the kind that grow in the wild, which are your typical mushrooms you're used to. There is a mycelin race in the world that tend to be a bit closer towards the equator section where it's more humid and things like that, and plenty of brush for them to grow in. And then there's a third one, a one that is highly theorized where they came from. as it carries on, you see that the Mycelin race and the newer ones are basically at a permanent war. That the Mycelin race believe they earned their place in the world, whereas the new mushrooms were simply created into the world and shouldn't exist.
A genocidal war. This campaign has everything.
And it's speculated that a deity just simply accidentally created or purposely created this new race of mushrooms, and simply being exposed to things they can evolve. They have a very open genome type, or not genome, that's a technical term, but an open evolutionary style. That they can even cannibalize other mushrooms to gain abilities or against their own.
Oh my god, they're Eevee mushrooms.
Wait, because Ralph consumed some of my cannabis, does that mean he's one of the newer types?
You can do a nature on that.
Oh, Lord. That's a 21.
Hey,
21?
Good roll.
As you think about Ralph, you're like, he's one of those new mushrooms. Then you realize, oh fuck, so's Blip, so's Blob. So are all my other mushrooms, except for the ones growing on the cat.
One's growing in cat are just mushrooms.
On?
Yeah.
I missed that part.
Oh, Bojangles has mushrooms growing in his ribcage.
Okay, I know that there were some there. I didn't know they were growing. So that means you're gonna have skeleton mushrooms here pretty fucking soon.
Oh, shit.
Skeleton mushrooms with
Cayenne,
cat-like reflexes.
Oh shit.
I have a horde. Gonna keep reading a little more on the mushroom book to see if I find more important information while I wait on Mongo whenever he's ready.
Okay. As you read further on, you find out they are a very, very chaotic race. Some of the observers compare them to the mushroom equivalent of a gremlin.
So don't feed them after midnight?
And it's yet to be seen how long some of these mushrooms can live, because they are quite, it states, gremlin-like, tend to live short lives due to the actions they take. But there is reports of something called a higher grade boom shroom that blew up half a village that is documented in there. There is also a note of another one in there that was hit by lightning and became a lightning shroom.
So many. I don't know what I would do with this many shrooms.
But I can surmise you're quickly realizing that you have a bunch of mushrooms that have open-ended evolutionary traits where they can probably keep changing as they get exposed to things.
Jotting that down. Most definitely.
So after I get my stuff, I'll go ahead and over to the library.
Okay. Yeah, it's easy enough to get all this stuff, and Ace is just carrying it for you. So, what was that?
21.
Everybody wants Ralph to be Canvas Boy.
Canada's boy.
Rename Ralph to Chong.
Willie.
Willie
Lily.
Or just Nelson.
There you go.
Nelson.
Ralph Nelson.
Ralph Nelson. Oh my gosh. He's starting to sound a little southern. He's getting a little chilly in there.
So jealous.
Yeah, I could actually go for a couple of degrees cooler.
Yeah.
So you see the name of a bar called Snicker Snap.
I think you mentioned that name before.
I've mentioned something of it. So you get to the library.
Uh-huh.
It's a big ass library. Ace
Okay.
walks in. Tink, 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 clank, 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 clank,
Ace.
clank.
It's a library.
Looks around, not knowing what the fuck that is.
That means you have to be quiet.
Yeah, good luck getting Ace to be quiet. Icy's just curled up underneath one of the tables with you, just using a book as a pillow.
Is it a book on naps?
This feisty type learned by osmosis.
She spends a lot of time napping between books. What are you looking for?
Looking for my brother and sister.
The little old lady sitting there, and you go up the little walkway, I'm assuming.
Mhm.
There. She,
Yeah.
Oh,
Hi.
please don't be like the other one and try to burn down the library.
Why would I burn down the library? Why did she burn down the library? What'd she do?
She declared something was hearsay and not true and tried to burn down that section of the library to cleanse the
What's-
world of its knowledge.
What section was that?
Oh, I don't know. I was rather traumatized at the point.
Okay. So I'm looking for my brother and sister.
I haven't seen any mice come in recently.
No,
except for you.
we were adopted. One's a centaur and one's a mentioned Tibaki.
Oh! Okay, the centaur is in the clerical section / druidic section, or religion section.
Okay.
And the Munchkin Tabaxi, he's on the 5th floor, looking up someone.
Oh, okay, cool.
You realize 5th floor, that's a lot of stairs.
So my buddy here, he's kind of noisy. Is that all right? There's nothing else.
He can stand right here and wait for you.
And carries me around. Okay, gotta figure out how to make him fire, then I
You have some fucking elven boots, man.
guess. Sorry, Ace. You're making too much noise. Do you
Ace
want to
just-
wait here, or do you want to go back to?
He just starts walking for the door, clank, clank.
Okay.
And it's just echoing. You hear this echoing from where you guys are at.
See you back in the room,
It
Ace.
sounds like someone's almost smashing pots and pans on the floor.
Yeah, my
Thank you
ears
for
will
all
go
your help,
back
bud.
and my head will just snap in the general direction.
It's from the entrance area. And you hear this echoing up where you're at, too. And you see a few other people that are in the general area that are fussed as well. Like, so who are you going to go find first?
Damn, I don't have silence.
Presume, yeah. Go look for Cayenne. She seems to be closer.
So you're going to get ready to head out after you get what you need?
After I get what I need, I'll head out.
Yeah, as you're heading for the front door, you bump into Nikolai. It's taking him forever to get to where you were because he's a tiny little
Hi.
mouse.
Jeez, hey, what took you so long?
I had to get a bunch of stuff.
Do you
You find
head out,
anything cool?
Wonga?
Hmm?
Yeah, I found information I needed for myself. Yeah,
You head out?
Cool. What was that?
information for myself is what it
Eventually,
was.
yeah.
Yeah.
See, there's one more thing you want to look for in
Okay.
that book.
What's up?
I don't
Mom's
like to
name.
voluntarily give information out that I
Mom's name?
find important to myself.
Do a investigation.
Okay. Oh. You know.
9.
Have you heard from Mongo?
9.
9.
Nope, he's busy.
Okay. Apparently he's up on the 5th floor.
The clanking
I'm
is
aware.
just very
Okay.
distracting to you. Kind of between the information that you did find that's rather jarring, plus this, the clanking, it's just like, I'll come back and read this book.
Literally writing down exactly where the fuck it is.
Fair enough. You do that, it's not an issue. The
Yeah.
book's not going to move around. What?
Are you sure?
Hey, go fuck yourself, buddy.
Hey, all I'm saying is that books have moved before in this campaign, okay?
And it's not an offer either. So you eventually head back downstairs, and you do bump into Cayenne and
Yeah.
Nikolai.
Hey, brother.
Oh, hello.
You guys gonna? Whoa! I know you keep your findings probably more or less to yourself.
Did you find anything cool?
All I found were more fucking questions.
Okay. What are the answers? What are the questions?
Need to find out the name, who this particular bot is.
Okay.
Somebody by the name of Snickersnap.
Snickersnap. Why is that so familiar to me? Okay. Okay.
The fuck was all that clanking?
That was Ace.
I should have known.
He had to go back.
Yeah,
You really need to make him quieter.
shoes.
Or any invention you make needs to be quiet. The noise is rather obnoxious.
Okay.
Obnoxious and makes me want to break.
Okay.
Shoes would be a great thing for Ace.
Okay.
Yes.
He's just gonna be rocking a pair of fancy shoes.
You know, considering all the lizard folk that he keeps running into, would Crocs be out of the question?
Trying to make shoes out of me.
Shannon, would you like to
Do that
launch
one more
a
time. Ace needs some new shoes.
modify a Nerf dart launcher to fire this thing?
Oh, no.
Don't worry, it only hurt for a moment.
Yeah, I probably won't remember it. Or get back up.
So yeah, you have your information that you found. You can share whatever you want. You have your information. You can share whatever you want.
What? Got more time you want to spend here?
There's several things to look up. I will be coming back though.
Oh, okay. So you don't want to share your questions? Other than who this bard was?
I assume you guys are walking out and just chatting.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Nice. Okay.
So,
So where are we headed?
what's next for you guys?
I'm just be wondering about
What time of day is it?
Yeah, I was just gonna
probably
Probably about lunchtime at this point.
Probably grab something real quick. Because I still want to talk to a couple of teachers.
There's plenty of food vendors around on the pathways. You got a water balloon.
yes, I do. Her claws are very, very sharp, but she's trying to pull herself up.
I know. She doesn't know how to jump very well. She's eaten many floors.
Such talent.
So, you're going to go talk to a few teachers?
Potion making, potion maker, and graviturgy.
Okay. What are you going to do?
I guess if everybody's gonna go do their own thing and nobody wants to share their information, I'll just go do my own thing then. And go back to the tavern, get Ace and take him to the Tinker's Guild and start go back to work on Mark IV and maybe take a break here and start the leather working. First practice, I guess, with making just a simple pair of leather shoes for Ace.
All right.
Not simple, but very nice. You know, try the fine craftsmanship thing
Oh boy.
instead of just
Brute
necessary
forcing.
functional.
All right. So you head back. You can go ahead and start doing that tinkering on Mark IV.
Okay.
Would you like to check your older components?
Yes.
Oh wait, aren't those in?
Yeah, those are in Humphrey.
Yep. So you can't check those. So yeah, you can go ahead and start working on the frame again.
Other stuff. Yeah. Whatever.
go
other
ahead.
Parts of me.
Tinkering.
Okay.
Yeah, it's easy enough for you. Is there anywhere you want to wander to?
I would most likely go off to the druid circle. Let my mushrooms wander about a bit and probably learn more about infusion and a little bit more about helping my mushrooms get better with their abilities.
That was gonna be fun. Flashbang! Stop blinding me. Flashbang!
Stop blinding me.
Oh God, you're just a Professor X of just like mini mushroom mutants.
Every time Kyan walks in the room, the 97 theme song plays. The teacher or the archdruid, she's there. And she's kind of talking to like this little itty bitty furball druid. And the robes are way too big for them. And the two parents are standing off behind them. Just letting them talk, get evaluated by the archdruid. They have their first set of robes on, and it's pretty adorable to see. And the archdruid is just kind of, has some paints and natural paints and from various leaves that have been ground up, and marks this little druid and pats him on the head. And they're all excited. And they have the archdruid uses some sort of spell, and you see a flower wreath, and she sets it on their head.
Aww.
Just Druidcraft.
Yeah, and you can just easily put one and one together that this little one has officially joined the druid circle, essentially.
Aww.
A little itty bitty druid, Furbolg. And they go over to their parents and have an exchange, and they go off and they start just playing with the other druids. And all sorts of crazy druid crap is going on because that's essentially what they're starting out with.
Somebody gets zapped by lightning bolt. Does it create a storm? Float in.
Yeah.
Just
Yeah.
static electricity. You just see one of them just on like a rug, just kind of rubbing their feet.
Rubs the grass, moving really fast. Chain lightning.
No God.
Chain lightning's mushroom. Imagine that with your spores. You just send the spores out, they're all floating there, and just lightning's go traveling between them.
That's
Arcane.
fucking terrifying.
That is pretty terrifying. Yeah, she's available to talk to, and she greets you.
Greet her back.
She's like, "Hello, Kyan. Welcome back.
Thank you for having me back.
Always. How can I help you?"
Sorry, Sophie.
I'm trying to learn the best way to hone my mushrooms abilities a bit better. It seems like some of them have experienced their abilities sooner than others.
Which ones are you having trouble with?
I've yet to see anything that my blade capped shroom is capable of, and I haven't really seen anything that the fire shroom is capable of. I can only make assumptions.
She just kind of smiles. She's like, "All right, let's take a look." She's like, "Maybe."
I'll bring out Monty and Sason.
Okay. So go ahead and roll an animal handling for me. I need to roll one myself. Oh, nice.
That's a 10.
10. So you sit down to Monty and Sason, and she just kind of looks at them and gets really down towards their level, like having to get like super low on things. She's like, come on. And she's speaking in Druid, and she's like, let's see what you guys can do. Don't be shy. I've seen you eat things. And after some goading, she starts poking Monty. And you see him just like kind of come alive a little bit, very groggy and frustrated. And you kind of see something really terrifying happen. He turns into like almost like a bunch of like leaves that are like blade-like and just kind of float away from her and then reform, and then you see him pull out like two little blades that are essentially like his little arms. And he swings and he cuts some grass, and the grass just
Assassin Shroom.
Fucking knows how to make a point.
and she's like, oh, wow, that's interesting. Haven't seen one like that yet.
Neither have I.
And just gets back to being lazy and just puts the blades away and goes back to kind of being like that resting state.
He's very deadly over short bursts.
Very deadly when annoyed.
Don't annoy him. So is that the secret? You gave me wind his cap and you just throw him in the direction of the enemy? A blade time bomb, essentially.
Or I'll just tell him things that would seem are very annoying and tell that the target is the cause of that annoyance.
He pulls the caps off mushrooms. She found something to play with. Looks like a piece of grass. So, you get to the school. The familiar person is there. She's like, oh, hi. Are you a new student?
Almost.
Oh, do you need to finish your registration?
I finished that one a couple days ago. Thank you so much.
Oh, that's good. What's your name?
I'm Mongo.
She starts looking it up. And you probably start counting in your head, like, come on, you're literally against the clock here, lady. And she looks at everything. Oh, hello. I was just looking something up. New student?
Almost. Just here to stop by to talk to somebody.
Oh, are you here to register?
I actually already have.
Oh.
I was wondering, the Gravitergy wizard.
Oh, he's in the major city right now. Apparently he's helping resolve the... I don't remember.
Oh, I heard of some sort of calamity around there. Okay, the potion making one.
They're down enjoying the festivities right now.
Oh, you wouldn't happen to know who they are, do you?
Yes. That's Gilfrey.
Gilfrey.
Yes.
What does Gilfrey look like?
In an automated thing with a fishbowl. The look of pure confusion.
No.
Oh, wait. What was your name again?
I'm Mongo.
Mongo. Okay. And she starts looking through the book again, and your internal timer probably starts going again. And she searches around, and she's like, "Oh, yep, right here." And she holds something over the counter for you.
Oh shit.
And you can see that it's a wax stamped letter. Huh?
This is the bill for Humphrey. Oh. What's the seal on the wax?
It looks like a paw print.
Oh, did Coin finally fucking write back? All right.
Are you gonna crack it open and read it
Yep.
right there? So you're gonna just open it right
Gonna
there?
try not to completely shatter it, just in case I need to reference back to.
Okay.
Dex check.
Dex check, man. You said it. So
Slide of paw?
roll another animal handling from there.
That is a modified 20.
Nice. So, did you break something?
I accidentally hit a button and it rolled my dice again. And I hit a button and don't know what I hit. But the one roll that I did for animal handling first was a modified 20.
So you guys both start working with Sason, and you can see a little bit of steaming coming off his cap.
Hmm.
And she gets a stick and she starts poking at him. And it's kind of like poking a bear. You can see he's like a little bit rounder in his whole belly section from the giant pepperade. And she quickly moves out of the way as he kind of like starts like making like gurgulating sounds.
Gurgulating.
Yes.
Alrighty.
And he just vomits forward, and you can see like all this molten like mulch come up, and he just starts singeing and melting it. The thing, and you see like this large arc of flame, like napalm, come out, and he wipes his mouth,
Holy shit.
and it's a good like 10 feet of an arc.
Okay, noted. Don't make Sason or Monty angry. At all.
If Sason barfs molten mulch, what does Ace regurgitate? Molten metal?
I don't know.
Who knows? So
We've already had the discussion about his excrement.
so would you roll
12.
12? You start to undo this, and you kind of tear the parchment a little bit, and you break the seal, and you're like, ah.
Damn it.
But you get it open.
You made him roll a dice.
But you get it open, and it's very beautiful handwriting. At the top it says, "Dearest brother, I've heard the news of you. This delights me that I actually have a brother, much one that is alive, apparently. I'm on my way to see you. Please do not leave the convent. We have much to discuss. Also, we have parents. Are they alive or dead? I'll ask in person. Also, I hope you're studying up because I can't wait to duel you." And then at the bottom you see a pauper and it says, Sunny. And there he goes again.
Yeah. Oh, fuck, what is a bird?
Burning is this mushroom over here. Sason just looks at you like very judgmental, like, why'd you let her poke me with the stick?
I'm sorry, buddy. I will get you the best peppers and the best spiciest things ever for you to munch on.
Can I have the death with challenge? Just kind of goes over and climbs back into your pack where it's nice and safe. Less pokey sticks.
Traumatized mushroom.
Get woken up, spews a bunch of stuff. I'm sure it's
Howdy feast.
Gets poked and right, the mushroom comes out of nowhere, gets poked.
The
Barf
spiciest
and go back to
mushroom is the most sensitive.
just like your stomach when eating spicy food. I know the feeling. So, manga. Hello, manga.
Yeah.
Earth to manga. Do you need a minute to process?
Trying to.
I'm just watching, like, hearing the floppy drive clicking.
Yeah.
Read right arrow on the floppy drive over there.
I think I need to learn something else now. How does one duel one system? Because anytime that I've ever done anything close to that, I always wind up getting humped.
Oh my god. And you have no idea what her experience is like.
Cheddar.
Hey, should
Those
you be
aren't
doing
for
that?
chewing.
So,
Yes.
did you roll your team crit?
Oh, you didn't tell me.
Roll your team crit. So, she pops her head over. Oh, hello. Hi. You new?
17.
How long has it been since I've asked about Humphrey?
Just a day.
Oh, okay, so he's probably there. You go.
Yeah.
Hello.
Hi.
Are
you enrolling?
I've already enrolled.
Oh. Do you need to speak to somebody?
Yes.
Oh.
Do you guys teach dueling here?
It's an extracurricular class, and school is currently out, so most of the teachers are off for the spring.
Oh. You know what? I'll try to contact Piltry. He probably knows how. I assume.
Oh, would you like to leave a note for him? Dearest Plumetree, how the fuck do you duel? Signed, Mongo.
You didn't teach me something. How do I do it? Apparently, I have one coming up.
Yeah.
You know if it's you don't know what kind of duel.
Yeah, I have no idea. It could just be with swords. It could just be with words. It could be wizard duel. I don't fucking know.
Could be hissing.
Yeah.
She sits down a mushroom.
Oh fuck. I duck under the fucking table.
Flip the table over and take cover.
Yep.
What'd you get over there?
17.
17?
Mhm.
It's going against every fiber of your nature. You have to you get the plan, the schematics work out fine for this. For you measure Ace's feet, you get the schematics, but the fact is like you have to like delicately cut the leather. You have to shape it. You
Yeah.
have to work on it. It's just like it's a very you can't just make it utilitarian. It's a process.
Yeah.
And you're basically learning that process. You're like trying to sew and you keep stabbing yourself. But yeah, you're just working away. And
Yes, working
with you.
doing the first stab at making something immaculately beautiful.
And you're taking all your time to do it.
Yep.
Okay.
Guess I'll wander back out to the festivities, looking
Yeah.
for a walking fishbowl.
All right. Do an investigation there.
Chad cheese.
Walking fishbowl. You're
Yep.
so confused right now.
10.
I was just thinking about that guy from.
Yeah, so was I.
You find the cotton candy stand that sells cotton candy wizard hats.
Love it. Getting one.
You get one, plop it on your head. It doesn't start melting, but you can just tear off a piece and eat it. And you find another stand that sells nachos.
Yep.
It's from the Burning Temperament, the Orc Nation. Oddly enough, founded by a tabaxi that was raised by tieflings.
Great. Lawyer cat.
Lawyer cat.
Nothing bad can happen there.
So-
Thinking about the double cat from Dilbert.
Kyan's going to ask the Archdruidess about what to do about broken unicorn horns as far as temporary fixes.
She just kind of smiles. She's like, so you're actually asking about the little one at the school, huh?
Yes. I did go to the library and I did do research, and the only information I found was pretty black and white, cut and dry, that once the horn is shattered, you basically need the original piece to repair it, and even then, once shattered, the magic is gone and the life expectancy is reduced to half.
If you can find the horns, you can restore it. But there's a problem. The story that I've heard, because I inquired about it myself, is that she was up to take her final test, and another wizard had challenged her for a duel. They were competing for the top of the class, essentially. And this other wizard was jealous of her and challenged her to a duel. And it was supposed to be a proper wizard's duel. She had the upper hand, and this wizard grabbed her by the horn and shattered it off. And then proceeded to throw the piece through a planar shift to some other plane.
That's messed up.
The student was expelled. They were stripped of their statuses and their ability to be a wizard. They're currently being handled by the actual Mage City. Well, this is a Mage City, but it's the actual Magic City. Prosecution there is not very nice, from what I understand.
Do you possibly know where the main Mage City is? Not because of this student, but because my brother would want more information, would want to go himself.
It's not for the faint of heart to go there. From my heard of other wizards, they're very, very strict. Whereas here, things are free-flowing and open and understanding. There is a iron law, essentially. It's located within the Five Kings, but rumor has it moves around. The actual entrance moves around. You just have to find it.
Well, write all that down.
Tom's over there like his heart is sinking.
I'm not fucking going to that city. We find the entrance, we walk the other fucking direction.
Mongo doesn't know that.
Respectfully and quickly. I know this is player knowledge.
Tom, the player, knows all about that place and is
No.
terrified of that place.
No, I don't know all about it. The rounding up and being very generous, 2% of it that I do know about is enough to say, no, we're not fucking going there. I'll dance with fucking Strahd before I go to that fucking city.
Searches her pack and she goes through a few things and she motions for you to follow her.
I'll follow her.
And you go back to basically what is her home. Because she lives in a city. And it's a very nice, like, little home. It's very basic. You can see all these tapestries with writing on it. They're all in Druid. Various notes that she's taken over time. You see another tapestry, and you see all the various druids that have passed through here. On one of them, at the very bottom, you see her name. And it has your actual species there, too. As well as your circle. And the way it's written is not like you see like wizards write it. Everything is circular. So you see your name written in a circle in Druidic. Then in the inner part of that circle is your race. And then the very core of that is your actual Druid circle.
Oh, that's really cool.
And she starts looking around. See if she can actually find something. She's like, Cayenne, are you going to make this an actual personal quest of yours to help this little one?
I want to. It was during the festivities, I noticed her doing something that it doesn't set right with me. There's more to her than just her short memory.
The simplicity that she is now.
Yeah. Just hearing her literally bumping into a lamp in her own home and saying, "Oh, hi, lamp." she's more than just being clumsy and forgetful.
She had a lot stripped from her. Basically everything. Much like you, from what you've stated, she was an orphan as well. And she just finds what she's looking for, and it's like this very like old piece of cloth, and she gives it to you. She's like, use this. I know you have family and friends who can help you on your adventure. This should help you.
I'll very gently take it.
And it's very, very light in your hands. And yeah, you can investigate. Look at it if you want. You don't have to roll investigation. You can just open it and see what it is.
I'll open and take a look.
And as you unwrap this, it catches the light a little bit, and you can see like a small fragment of that horn. And by using this fragment, you can assume that you can probably find the rest of it using this as a guidance of some sort. The knowledge of that right now, you don't know. But you have resources around you.
Cayenne's eyes are probably really big right now.
And you can feel the magic on this small piece. So, yeah, you have that item to add to your inventory. I can see the gears turning over there on top.
Yep. This is gonna take a while.
You already know a spell that will help.
No, it won't.
Why?
She said it went through a plane shift. We don't even know what fucking plane it on. Locate object only works up to a certain footage.
That's right. It only works in certain footage. That's right.
Player to player, did you get the centaur's neck down?
I do actually.
Because I did not.
I specifically remember putting it down.
I know either Tom or Nate has it.
Nate has it. I remember the character. I'm just fucking terrible with names. He was something kind of cutesy too.
Yeah,
I know it was cutesy, I just don't remember.
I can't remember off the top of my head what it is right now.
Wait, I think it was Belle.
Nope.
Hmm.
Alufa, pygmy centaur, receptionist at Make School.
That's right.
You said Alufa?
Alufa.
I knew it would be super, super cute.
And
It's like I don't remember like
accurate.
she never spelled it. I just phonetically wrote it down. So I write down ALOOPHA.
I'm spelling it like ALUFFA.
Okay.
I have the official spelling in my notes somewhere. I just had to find it. It's under all the locational stuff. Tom's like, you're giving us depressing stories.
Great, this happy-go-lucky character has the worst fucking backstory ever. We'll slaughter armies to get that fucking horn back too. I know it.
Welcome to D&D, yo.
We also have a kobold we have to avenge.
God.
Against an entire nation, apparently.
Hey, you don't know that. That's player knowledge, buddy.
Oh, your campaign is so happy-go-lucky. Meet the characters.
Yeah.
She might be completely happy and aloof out front, but what happened to her?
Yeah. Kind of want to know who that fucking lizard was. And also, what the fuck do you do during the finals? That's something else I gotta fucking look up too.
You're like, great, finals to think about.
And apparently, if you're doing well, somebody else can just challenge you and like take your spot.
No, that's like the lead of the class. Like class role president was on.
Oh, they were challenging for 1 and 2, or the first position.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's not like moving up the ranks in One Punch Man.
No, it's
Okay.
not. But clearly they definitely went way out of line.
Yeah, they already got punished for it. But if we ever wind up in the same jail,
Congo's like, I need to go to the wizard school jail. Why? I got a bone to pick.
I got a toothbrush I gotta pick. Taking a level of rogue, by the way.
So, yeah, it takes you all night, though.
Okay.
But you do make a very nice pair of boots for Ace.
Awesome. Cool.
He starts walking around pretty quiet.
There you go, buddy. You like them?
They look like military boots.
Okay. But they're very well made, apparently.
Yeah.
A liquid metal flying monkey in combat boots.
Yep.
Gonna totally fighter pilot him out.
I support this 110%.
Next will be a lumberjack.
That comment is wonderful. Players are like the Doom Marine in Animal Crossing. Oh my god. Well, if that's a description of our stream, I don't know what it is.
Like the Doom Marine in Animal Crossing.
Cayenne just needs a bow.
Only if she can kill with it.
Will it kill them?
It's a bow that has dangles on it, so it's basically, instead of just being normal nunchucks, it's basically mace.
Mace chucks.
Dual-ended.
Yeah, that's fucking appropriate. Just grab like a fucking duel. Like just a really, really bad bolo.
So you head back home.
Really
After
badass.
you were
bowler.
doing an investigation for
Yeah.
that. You can do another one.
Okay.
I'll give you another one. Do you hang out for a while?
Hang out for a little while and then head back with my newfound knowledge.
Oh.
Your newfound sense of depression.
Basically.
Like Jesus
I'll probably
Christ.
have dark circles just from this experience.
Like Jesus Christ.
So at what point in time do our characters just start like getting drinking problems?
We're starting early, apparently.
Hey, if you can reach over the table, you can drink.
Still the actual real law in a lot of European countries.
Yeah.
So,
24.
24. You're wandering around a bit, and you you pause for a moment, and you're just like kind of probably tilting your head. You see a bunch of other students are gathered around, and you see the top part of like this fishbowl, and you hear. It's kind of like almost like listening to a sloth tell a story, but you're like, what?
Yeah, I'm gonna go check it out.
You get closer and you check it out, and the student you can see they're all other students like handing out different years. Some seniors are even handing out there listening too. And you see this robotic body, like almost like a spacesuit type of thing, like if leather armor was made into like an actual like spacesuit mixed with like something an artificer would make.
Oh no.
And it's holding on to the fishbowl, and you see an axolotl inside it at the controls. With like a little sound thing that comes down.
I'm almost picturing like a cross between that fucker from
Umbrella Academy.
and then the big gas one from Hellboy 2.
Kinda, yeah,
So
actually.
it's just like, all right, okay, that's where we're going. All right.
Yeah. And you hear, and there I was, face to face with the largest dragon I've ever faced.
All right, we're doing this. Let's go.
I'm just checked out.
All right, you know what? I'm gonna move my chair because since we're flying by the seat of our pants, I might as well be sitting on the edge of the fucking chair. All right.
I love Breaking Tom so much. I'm dying from laughter from you. I keep laughing at your responses because they're hilarious sometimes. Why is the GM crying all the time? Because the players are hysterical.
You know what? Karma, motherfucker. You made a player cry. Player made you cry.
Oh, I'm not crying out of sorrow. I'm crying out of happiness. There's a difference.
Hey, I found out I'm gonna meet my sister. That's pretty fucking happy. Of course, she may be showing up just to kick my ass, but
She shows up. She has a familiar. It's an owlbear. It's wearing full plate armor.
That's terrifying.
okay. So my sister's a fucking barbarian, and when she means duel, she means
Murder.
yeah,
Cayenne would love her.
yeah.
And one of the students raises their hand. They're like, "Are you sure it wasn't something other than the dragon? It was the dragon. It had teeth. It was scaly. I am but a wee thing."
Scary or scaly? It's in character. And in
This player hurts Gaily.
it could be either one of you, except.
It was yes.
What? And they're just like, and the milk, I opened it, and I cast the spot, and it go off, and it go sheep. The zip go poof to another plane, come back very crispy.
Polymorphed it, and then sent it to fire, and eventually it came back mutton. Is that one spell or two?
Two, really? Polymorph, and then, what's the banishment?
Yeah, but the way that it kind
Two
of
successful, like, was one would be a con save, I think, and one would be a will save. Yeah, I think so. Successfully beat a dragon with 2 spells.
but it could be one. And it's just like, because like if Omnomancers exist in this world, then it's like the wizards are gonna try to copy that shit. And maybe this is just how you cook a fucking dragon with a spell.
Well, Omnomancers are already confirmed in the campaign. Right?
Exactly.
Nikolai's mother is one apparently.
So the
Seems like.
some of those instances like, again, are you sure it was an actual dragon? And then the professor taps their fingers there. It was a dragon. It was bigger than me, and it was scary, and teeth. And they're like, I think it was a lizard folk.
You know what? Both are bigger than him, so
The story, the stands, that's what it is, and you have to accept the facts as they presented them to you. Everybody just stop.
He's the fucking postmaster. That could have just been like dual wielding flask and just
Yeah.
or just like a 2-stage Mazel Tov cocktail.
Mazel tov cocktail.
How are the fuck?
Molotov.
That's it.
Mazel tov.
He could be a Jewish fish. I don't fucking know.
Are you okay there, buddy?
Right? Words. It's kind of not working.
Why is it not working?
Da da.
So it's just like, you got like a potion bottle inside of another one. So when you throw it, one breaks, it goes off, then the other one breaks immediately. So it's just like, I don't fucking know. That could be a thing in this
Yeah,
world.
it definitely could be.
Yeah.
You okay?
I don't know.
You okay?
I don't know.
Keep up, buddy.
I'm trying. I don't have the best track record with that.
Come on, keep up. It's simple. It's not a very complicated character to keep up with.
I baked a fucking dipper.
The last story, as you wander, and you all goes in others directions, and have good vacation. And you see him just very slowly get up and just start walking off.
I'll try to walk alongside him as the crowd disperses. Hello there.
They kind of pause for a moment, start looking around. Oz, you clear these downs. And they look down at you, and the water's,
I step back to not get splashed.
it's a closed tank.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Hello there.
Oz, greetings. How's this you this evening? I hope she's well.
Quite well. I only caught the last part of that story, but I have to say that was very impressive how you faced down a dragon. Not everybody gets to say that and live.
With the fires, breathings, and the deaths, and the screamings, and the, yes, very, very traumatic as it is.
Yeah.
Poor Diane's over just like, what the fuck?
I'm having a brain in.
Apparently everybody else is too.
Oh.
Fire breathing and screaming is what I heard.
Could have been fire breathing and streaming. I don't know.
Accent a little heavy there.
Yeah, a little bit. So I'm sorry. My apologies. My name's Mongo. I'm relatively new. I just got enrolled a couple of days ago. Still learning quite a few things, and
the meltings on the moon's gentle races. Did I understood?
yes, taking back that he knows my full fucking name.
Yes, I'm Zelensky, the Lord of the Fifth Ninth. Sal.
His name's Sal. Okay.
It's his nickname.
Okay.
They do the same thing as Munchkins. If their name makes an acronym, they use it.
Yeah, all I got was salad. You're a fucking part of the anything else.
I can just see you guys going back, rewatching this episode and trying to get this name. Like,
Yeah.
it's this name.
I'm led to believe that you're the school's resident potion master.
Oz. You are correct. Off duty though.
Yes. I was just wondering, when will you be back on? That way I could try to learn a couple of things.
They just, you seem like thinking for a moment. You can see this is where like they slow down, like the thinking process.
I just see some light ups buffering.
No, you just see like little bubbles coming up every once in a while, and it's just like, and you're just kind of like probably saying like,
Are you alright? Hello?
Didn't mean to stop him.
Oz. For the calendar, it will be 3 weeks. 3 weeks, we'll be back, and you can learn everything you need to know.
Okie dokie.
Poor Tom.
3 weeks time. I don't suppose you'd have any recommendations as far as library books to read to kind of, get ready for class or so.
They just they pull out a little parchment, write it down, hand it to you.
Thank you so much.
And it's about as legible as you can probably guess.
Oh, fuck. I may be casting Identify just to find out what it says.
Do you part ways with them?
Yes, I thank him profusely and tell him to enjoy the rest of the.
For levity's sake, he says the same to you, and he heads off in a direction. You hear occasionally down the way he's talking to another wizard. Ah,
Lift up the cotton candy hat, scratch my head, bring it down.
so, Nikolai,
Yes.
as you head back to the tavern.
Yep.
So, you guys head back to the tavern, and you get there first. Head upstairs. Feisty's been with you the whole time. Feisty just looks at you, and it's like that shared trauma look, like you just both saw like a car accident. Like Feisty goes,
Yeah.
and Feisty calls up room service, and the room service is like,
Feisty calls him room service.
like,
Uh-oh. She's learned to call room service. Crap. Bill's gonna get expensive.
Why is there $400 of platinum worth of barbecue? Never mind, I just answered my own question. Look right at the cat. The other one.
and essentially, Mongo, you get back to the room yourself after a very odd experience.
Which one? The fucking letter or Sal?
And you come in and you see Feisty and Cayenne. They're sitting together, and Cayenne's more likely just scooping up a bite of ice cream, taking a bite, scooping up a bite. Feisty.
Just as we're traumatic stare at each other.
Traumatic ice cream eating.
Fucking, I'm getting in on this.
Start eating ice cream too.
Yep.
Pull out your own spoon. And you get back to the room. It's actually.
I want to do something.
What's up?
Okay, so Ace is quiet.
More or less as quiet as a metallic clanking monkey could be.
Okay. I want to use my armor's ability for pass without trace. And sneak in and try to sit right next to him if I see him.
Okay, are you casting? It's on Ace too, right?
Yeah. So yeah, he'll be carrying me.
Okay.
And we'll try to sneak up on the siblings and kind of sit right next to them and say, "What's up?" If it works.
Right, about that.
About that? Okay, he rolled a 1, huh?
So,
I was gonna say, and I'm kind of facing toward the door, so
so you see the door open, and Ace comes in with Nikolai, and he's trying to mimic like how Mongo sneaks, taking tippy taps, and he stumbles over his newfound boots. You see Nikolai go flying forward. He lands right belly first into the ice cream and sinks slightly because it's slightly melted at this point. And you see a little air bubble come up from Nikolai, and Ace is just sprawled out on his stomach.
That didn't work.
And Feisty just kind of pulls you up by your collars and just
No! No!
clings you up in one,
Ah!
and sets you down next to her. He looks like he got slimed.
All right, try to do the prestidigitation thing without wiggling my butt.
Okay. Well, you're sitting there, so
Well, yeah, just do it without all
Come
the
on,
show and
come on.
dance.
come on, roll.
Arcana, right?
Or would that also be performance since you're trying not to perform?
20.
20.
Mm-hmm.
You struggle really hard, but you can see him sambaing his shoulders a little bit as he casts it. His little tail tip.
Sorry. I made freaking awesome boots for him, and I was trying to sneak up. I guess he doesn't know how to use boots yet.
Yeah.
It's alright.
But he's quieter now. See? Walk around, Ace.
He's
Normally.
doing the normal walkings of the round. This music is too perfect.
Yeah.
So, as you guys are reunited, still missing Scabbard, you kind of see that 3 that are there, Feisty, Mongo, and Kyan.
Scabbard's not back yet?
They just look like they've had a rough day.
What's wrong? You guys look like you're traumatized or something. What happened?
I will say this and say this only once. If you're feeling feisty, annoy Monty or Sason. If you really want to experiment, just annoy either one of them.
What?
Then you will understand why I am this way.
Okay.
So
they freaked you
do
out
a
too?
little bit more than just light up and make gas.
Volcanic mulch comes from Sason.
Well, that's cool.
Sprays up to 10 feet
Neat.
in vomit. Monty, when annoyed, disappears into a mist of blades and goes to a completely opposite area and then pulls out blades to impel you.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
So as I said, annoy him if you're feeling feisty.
That's not. Though, apparently,
Wait,
I
am
just do
sitting
it,
on
so
feisty
it
right
might
now?
happen.
Because that would technically be feeling, but I don't want to do that. But
Oh, no, I'm not sure if you're trying to make a joke or not.
I'm trying to lighten the mood with comedy, and it's not fucking working.
Why are you so down?
I've got a list of shit to do.
Well, can any of us help?
Can you teach me how to duel? Because I have one coming up
Well, we were going to... What?
with my
What?
sister.
What? Jeez, you haven't met her and you pissed her off already?
I don't have a duel plan with him.
Not you.
His sister. Like sister, like biological.
Sonny.
Now your sister-in-law, or new sister.
Well, wait. When does this happen?
Whenever she fucking gets here.
Oh.
Apparently, she's on her way to this continent. And I have to duel her once she gets here.
Ah. That's pretty cool.
Mongo's terrified, and his brain hurts from meeting the potions professor. Can you imagine through a whole class of his?
Oh, fuck. I don't. I imagine I'd get used to it. And a lot of notes with
You would get a lot
Like,
of time to be able to like take
one word
notes.
slash and another word because I don't know if he said scary or scaly. And I'm willing to bet there's probably a ton of other shit that is going to end up like that.
But you'd have lots of time to be able to take notes. Because he has this pauses between things he says.
Just every now and again, ask a fucking question when you need to catch up on your note taking.
What color's the sky?
So if you, yeah, so each of you has a bit more story, things to work on.
Let's check out these boots I made.
You're all trying to hold up poor fucking Ace's leg.
Ace, can I have the boots back? They'll get them right back, I promise.
He just,
I want to show them the work.
you can see them from where you're at. They're fancy. Actually, quite nice.
I did that.
Nice.
Took me all day. Like,
Quite nice.
all day.
I would assume so. Most nice things take a long time to make because, you know, a good craftsman takes their time on their work instead of hastily putting things together where they break.
Anyways. Can I have some ice cream?
I mean, you got free will and a mouth to speak, don't you? Which means you can put a spoon in your mouth and you can eat food, right?
Yes.
I see.
Then stop talking and grab a spoon and start eating.
Lacey puts her paw on it very slowly. Oh my god. And next thing you know, this giant blob of ice cream just lands on top of you, making you into a Nikolai snowman of ice cream.
Why'd you do that?
You're inside the ice cream. You just hear.
So what happens if we start giving, say it's an ice cream? Does the burning mulch turn into fucking with the laws of thermodynamics? I don't know anymore.
I don't know, but all I know is that there are technically 3 types of mushrooms, and the 3rd type is very chaotic and they can evolve when they eat literally anything, meaning some of them can cannibalize each other and constantly evolve and just never stop.
Poor Mongo.
Wait. They cannibalize each other?
The 3rd kind does. I'm sure the
Those are mushrooms?
mycelium. There's some of the mycelium race that may cannibalize each other.
So what happens if one of them, like, is, like, exposed to, like, butter and heat?
Don't know where. Where are you getting that?
Sauteed mushrooms.
I throw ice cream at him.
You get hit by a little drop of ice cream.
He crushed the ice cream off me.
So as the mood lightened a little bit within a group, with each of you having things to think about and contemplate, newfound quests and questions, things to work on in the next coming days, and figuring out where Scav is at.
Yeah, no kidding.
We're gonna go ahead and call it a night. Close the doors for the tavern tonight. On a slightly upbeat note, I hope.
On a
Because-
bit of on the precursor of a food fight involving ice cream.
And Cayenne summons ice cream snow golems. Suddenly, Cayenne's a food mancer. What? I'm not mancer.
Yeah, that might actually track.